Well, to our podcast.
Hope you like it. Hello and welcome to this podcast.
Yeah, our great
starring
podcast.
or hosted by
Me, Chrisville, and you.
Isabella and or Pinky Ville.
Yes. We missed last week because one, you were sick.
Yeah.
And I was sick before,
well,
but we all have our issues.
Apparently they were sick.
They were?
Yeah.
About what?
Because you said you were sick.
Oh, I pointed at you.
I
with
know,
fingers.
but who can see that? We're talking. By the way,
Right.
this one does not have a video because we don't have an exact space to film a video, and it's much less intimidating without
It
a camera
is.
in us.
I feel like
on us.
we'll have more of a
Pointing toward us.
conversation. We'll have more eye contact, and nobody can see what you're doing right now. But I feel like this is an actual radio. I like this. There's no video. We'll have videos when we make videos. Speaking of videos, you have to watch my video, and then we
yeah.
might release a video soon.
I have a cough.
A bit
so
of a
if you
cough,
hear-
not as bad as mine in the first episode.
No, you didn't cough at all.
I
You
did
coughed
cough
like twice.
Well, I listened to it over, and I
Oh,
saw
sure.
every cough.
Yeah.
And I tried to erase as much.
Let's do this.
Yes.
What are we doing today?
Today, we're sort of going over last year.
We're
kind of.
doing our best of 2014.
Yes, and our best, which is TV shows, movies, is going to be the big one. I'm hiding my list.
This is our favorite time of the year just because we love movies so
We
much.
like to go over what happened. It's awesome. I love
And like this past year, 2014 was like really good because I kind of grew in my taste of movies.
She did. She really did. Thanks
And
to
like I
everyone.
got more of an understanding because of him, and now I can't watch a movie the same. Like
and you're
I can't
a better
watch kids'
movie watcher
movies.
than our parents.
I know,
Like our
it's
parents don't know
sad.
what to do with us because we're such great movie
I
watchers.
know,
They're like,
and we're just like
wait,
we-
you're just supposed to turn off your brain and like the explosions.
I know.
It's like, no.
Like we turn around and if someone's talking, we just like glare at them with
Yeah.
these evil eyes and
Yeah.
die a
It's
little
like
bit.
Puppy, our dad freaked. Puppy. What am I doing? But Puppy freaked out. Like he was like, "What do I do with you?"
I
When we
know.
were mad about Into the Woods.
He was like, "Why are you so like?" When we came out, and Mom's like, "I'm sorry that made you so mad," and we were
I
just so
know.
angry
Yeah,
because it was
we were like,
so bad.
Our inner core was just wrecked, rigid, like. Blah.
And I was like really looking forward to the movie.
I think it
'cause,
disappointed
like,
you more.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I was like really happy about it. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna go watch Into the Woods on Friday.
Yeah.
And then it was so bad. Like
Yeah.
at the beginning, I was kind of optimistic. I was going through the bad parts, and then it just went.
But we talked about it. Emily Blunt and Chris Pine were good.
Yeah. Oh, they did an interview with Chris Pine,
They
and
did?
like, I don't know who, somebody, and they're like, I think you're the best one in the whole movie because he was so funny.
He was hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna start with. Want to start with movies?
Let's start with TV shows.
TV shows. All right. Well,
Okay.
we do prelims. So you do.
You go
I go
first.
first
You go
because
first.
I didn't
We
watch
have
as
a
many
short
shows
list.
last year. I actually only watched
a
3.
lot of shows. Oh, the rules for this is you have to either have started watching this year or watch most of it this
Yeah.
year.
Some of
not
them
this
haven't
year,
even
last year.
ended yet, so we're
Yeah.
going through it. But these are all pretty much on Netflix.
Yeah.
Well, I'll talk about ones that I am gonna finish that I started this year, or kind of. House of Cards, the new season came out this year.
Oh, yeah.
I will
I
finish
need to-
watching
I need
that.
to watch that.
It's a
I'm gonna
great
watch that.
show. Kevin. Oh my God, I forgot his name.
We should
Okay.
have like theme music for if we forget somebody's
Kevin
name.
Spacey. Kevin Spacey.
Spacey.
Lovely man.
Is he a very spacey person? Does he like movies like Interstellar and 2001 Space
No,
Odyssey?
He does more like action-y, but not action, like talking action.
Like
crime.
stars?
What's that?
Stars in the sky. Because he's spacey,
Okay.
so he likes stars.
No.
Oh, that's
Okay, great.
And a pencil.
But I will finish watching that. I will finish watching Orange Is the New Black. I think those are the 2 big ones.
Casually dying over here.
I rewatched.
I'm gonna get water.
Okay, I rewatched Breaking Bad this year. It ended towards the end of last year.
Where is it?
But my top 3 shows, which are the only shows I did watch, I don't spend time watching bad things. This is why we don't have a worst
Wait,
movie
hold on,
list.
Wait, hold on. Simon. Okay.
This is dead air. This is why we don't have a worst movie list, because We don't watch
We
bad
don't watch
things.
bad movies.
No.
We know if they're gonna be bad, so we don't watch them.
Yeah, unless I'm
Our
forced
only
into it.
mistake was Into the Woods, and there's another. Mine was Equalizer. It wasn't that. It wasn't that bad.
For me, it was Lesbian Cops, and the other woman, and
Nah.
yeah, but
There's a whole bunch for me actually, because I had to watch stuff with mother.
yeah, but okay. So my 3 were, I'll say them in order. Parks and Rec is hilarious. I'm finishing that up right now for the
Pratt.
the last season. Yes, Chris Pratt, he's my hero. From that show,
He's awesome.
the first
I love him.
episodes that he was in, I was like, this man will be a star.
You know, I didn't know that he was in Bride Wars.
Oh, he was?
My personal favorite chick flick movie is Bride Wars with Anne Hathaway.
Kate Hudson.
Yeah, and he's in it because he's gonna marry Anne Hathaway, and I was like, oh my god, it's Chris
Yeah,
Pratt,
Chris
and I was
Pratt.
like, Chris Pratt always knows what to
He
say.
is my hero. I love him so much. I loved him before anyone else did.
That's
I
when
loved
he was
chubby him.
overweight.
Yeah, I loved him. I was like, this man, he's. And
He's
then he
like
did
a
Guardians.
cuddly bear.
He did Guardians,
I just
and
want
I'm
to hug
like,
him.
oh god.
He has a man crush on him.
Yes.
I have an actual crush on.
Yeah. Best 3-man crush of 2014: McConaughey,
Ooh.
Pratt, and let's go with Hugh Jackman.
Bradley Cooper, I think. Bradley
Cooper's
Cooper's
great.
awesome.
Okay, but movie shows.
Sorry.
Parks and Rec,
Oh no.
The Walking Dead. I continued it this year.
Rick!
And
Carl.
Louis is a fantastic show. It's a great comedy stand-up. It's dark. I've cried through it. It's good. Oh my god!
You forgot
Friday
about
Night
that.
Lights. Friday
You
Night
forgot
Lights.
about.
Oh, I forgot about Friday
He
Night
was
Lights.
so obsessed
Texas.
with that,
Texas.
and every day he would do a southern accent because he's like, I feel like I'm in
Texas.
Friday Night Lights. I'm gonna do a
Yeah.
southern accent, and then he would
Texas.
do Rick Stance.
Texas forever.
Explain what Rick Stance is.
Rick Stance is it's. I wish there was. Now I kind of wish there was a camera, but
At
he's
certain
sort of
times we want a camera.
He stands up. He has his belt and he has his gun and he points it downwards and he's like,
He would look at you while you move.
and he moves forward, but he doesn't move.
He's it's like he's on an invisible horse.
Yeah,
and
he's-
he has his his butt out
Cole.
and his chest out, and he's like, Carl.
Oh, this is hilarious.
We should
We'll do
let's
something.
take a video of this.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's Instagram it. Let's live gram.
Oh my gosh,
our
we can
show
do
right
that.
now. We're gonna do
Okay.
that. This is the power of
Okay.
technology.
This
right
is
here.
my Instagram because
Oh yeah, what is
Sir
it?
doesn't.
Where can we find you?
Oh wait, what's my name?
Yeah, what's your name?
My name is Pinky_Phil.
Cool.
I should.
Was Pinkyville taken?
No, I just wanted an underscore. Wait, no,
Doesn't
because
make it complicated.
it bothers me because there's no space.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can't do a regular space in Instagram. You have to
Okay.
put the thingy. Okay.
Ready?
I look like
The
a
Rick Stamps.
Okay, it's not even started. I'm really close to the
I just
mic
like
right now.
doing
Right? Okay. Yeah, I think we have to stand up.
Okay. We're gonna stand up for a second. 2014. Here we go.
Go over there.
Okay.
Go by the stairs so I can get. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to our behind the scenes of Hope You Like It. This is the Rick Stance that we are going to talk about when this comes out on Sunday.
Carl!
Possibly it might come out. This is Rick Stance, just so you know.
Carl! We're pulling it out before the one goes. Carl!
Yeah.
Ow, that hurt my arm.
I know. What'd you do for that one?
That was quiet. Ouch. I
This
just like
is
doing
what
it.
you do.
I should put it more, but it's fine. That's good enough.
Hashtag Hope You Like It on Instagram.
Okay, so mine
Twitter.
were Friday Night Lights, great
Stop.
show. Friday Night Lights, Texas forever, Taylor Kid.
Forever.
Oh, and the guy that plays the wheelchair man is also in The Walking Dead season 2
Which
of the
one?
animated series. He's the nice white guy who helps Clem when they get in the where we at right now.
Where we at one now?
Yeah, where we at right now.
Wait.
I forgot
Luke.
his name. Luke, yes, Luke Cafferty.
Luke is awesome.
But Luke Cafferty, there's a guy in
He's my
Luke
best
in
friend.
Friday Night Lights, and he's like his worst enemy, kind of. Well, it's the other guy, but it's so amazing. It's a great show. Cried throughout the whole last episode. It was so good.
He
and I
cries
cried.
a lot.
Yeah,
It's
I cry a lot in
weird.
shows and movies, and I
It's
cried the whole
really
first
weird.
episode of Friday Night Lights. It's a great show. Don't ignore it because it's all football and stuff. It's great. It's not just about football. It's about the relationships. It's about growing up as a teenager in high school. Even though the weird part about it, is like there are like 25-year-olds playing freshmen in high school, and it's weird. And then there's one part where Taylor Kitsch, he's like a junior, and then he has like an affair with a 30-year-old who has a kid because they're their neighbor.
What?
Yes,
No.
it's weird. It's weird. Those are the weirdest parts where I'm like, oh, this is weird.
Okay.
Like, what are you talking about?
Okay.
But that happens.
Well,
but it's a great show. Watch it.
I think
And
we
Louis.
should. Okay, after we do the TV shows, after I do mine, I think we should consider the people the actors that we lost in 2014.
Oh, of course,
yeah,
yes.
we have to do that
We'll
right
do
at the
that.
TV shows,
We'll do that.
right before we do our movie
Yes,
list.
yes.
Because great actors did leave us.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I watched. That was so weird. Okay, I watched a lot of TV shows in 2014. Of course, I started up. I'm pretty sure the first show that I watched in 2014 was The Office, starring Steve Carell, and.
I just googled people who died in 2014.
Oh my God! No, you have to put actors or actresses.
Oh,
Okay.
I understand. That's the only people we care about.
Okay,
Go
well,
ahead.
I'm gonna I don't have a particular order, but of course, I have to put them in a top 3 at least. My top 3 were, of course, The Walking Dead, which completely blew me away. I did not think I would like it that much, but I loved it so much.
Especially since you don't like horror.
I know, it was weird. I got so addicted to it, and I literally finished the whole show that was on Netflix in a week.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then I would say Doctor Who, of course.
Doctor.
If you like know me very well, then you would know that I went completely obsessed. I mean, I had a phone case that was a tart. Why did I pick up my phone? Oh yeah, I have socks. Right now I have Cybermen socks.
Yeah, Cybermen.
I always wear my Doctor Who socks.
You got it for Christmas.
I love Doctor Who so much. Cheers to David Tennant, best Who.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
On
loved
record?
him.
My best ones is Eccleston.
Of course, because you only watched him.
Yeah, that's true. I'll continue watching that one.
Smith was amazing, Matt Smith. Eccleston
soccer
was
player.
incredible. He really started the show because I only watched from like the recent ones. He really started the show up for me. Of course, I think Amy Pond is the best companion. I think she was with Smith. She's amazing. I love her.
What about Karen Gillan's performance?
That's Amy Pond.
Oh, okay.
Karen Gillan, Amy
Okay.
Pond.
She goes bald
starring
in Guardians.
Yeah, Guardians. I was about to say that. Don't steal my
She's
idea.
also in Oculus, which is a horror movie.
Oh, I know that.
Okay.
I researched her.
Go ahead.
What? Okay, and then of course, Once Upon a Time. Once Upon a Time, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna go with it. I didn't like watch the recent season, but I started watching. I'm like, okay, going with it, going with the flow. It's kind of like how I was with The Walking Dead, but it took me a little longer to get into it. And then I was like, oh, it was amazing. I love it. I currently have a friend that's completely obsessed with it, and she texts me all the time about it. And like, my goodness, like Hook, stop being Hook. Just go away. The main character's awesome. The little kid's awesome. Okay, and then the rest of the shows that are on my list. Here's all of the shows on that are on my list, including the ones that I just mentioned. The following: The Killing, which I just started watching, is amazing. Doctor Who, The Office, Scandal, Once Upon a Time, Forensic Files. Don't ask me, and The Walking Dead.
What's the name of the girl in The Killing?
She was in If I Stay.
She was also
She was
in.
in one.
She was in World War II, and she's in Nightcrawler, and
Yeah.
she's very good in that.
She's amazing in the show. Like, her crying is weird, but I guess it's believable.
Like Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, she looks so ugly in that one scene in the first movie. When
And
she's on the hill.
yeah, I was gonna do segue into movies, but we have to talk about dead people.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I wrote down some, at least my biggest ones. I think are yours too.
Yeah, because there weren't that many.
Well, there were
There
actually
were
a
a
few.
lot. There were
They were.
quite a
It's
few.
sad,
Yeah.
including our cat.
Don't mention this one last.
Okay.
Yeah. Or
Um,
mention these two last.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and well, it doesn't like matter the order. I mean, we respect all these people.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people we don't really know, but I'm sure other people knew.
Yeah.
And
But
families.
the
and
last
everything.
two we both knew very well.
Yeah.
And especially the last one. The last one really hurt me.
But yeah, I cried.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
well, I think a sad one that really did was the guy that says "Welcome to Jurassic Park."
That's a classic. Who can do that?
Richard
again?
Attenborough, he died this year. Harold Ramis. You don't know Harold Ramis.
Yeah.
Harold Ramis, he was in the National Lampoons. Look at all the dead there. But he was involved in movies like Ghostbusters, Animal House, so many things that I haven't watched, but I love comedy, and those things are those are the reasons why things even exist. You know? Yeah, he was he was in the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that's how I know him, of course.
And
awesome.
you know, if it wasn't for him, comedy wouldn't be the way it is today. We wouldn't have amazing shows or movies, which aren't really amazing as much, but shows like Parks and Rec and Office, those might not exist if he didn't exist. So he left a great legacy. Mike Nichols, you don't know him, he's a director. He directed great movies like The Graduate, starring Dustin Hoffman. So a good director that we lost. Sid Caesar, who like Harold Ramis, he was one of the first comedians that could still exist today in terms of like what he did, like TV shows worth. I don't know how to, but yeah, I know he was very influential to a lot of people. And with Joan Rivers, great stand-up comedian, great for the female stand-up comedians. Then we have Pish, Philip Seymour Hoffman, who, you know, great actor.
Amazing actor. He really, like, from the movies, I haven't watched that many movies of him in it, but the movie that I did watch was Mockingjay, of course, and he kind of pulled together the scenes that he was in. He was amazing in the scenes that he was in, and I could tell that he was an amazing actor just from 5 minutes of knowing him.
And that's how you know, like, he captures the scene, and it's just amazing. I'm seeing him in Mockingjay Part 1 is sad. Like, he's dead.
And, like, Part 2 is going to be the worst for a lot of people.
It's like, but he's great. Capote, The Big Lebowski, not a big role, but that's another one where it's like, wow. And I'm sure there are a bunch of other ones that I can't say off the top of my head.
And of course, the great Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Which was incredible. This is the story of how I found out. Okay, he found out first before me, and then, so I'm like chilling in the house, and I go upstairs, and he's like, my brother's like, or Christian's like, Chris is like, I forgot what you called yourself. Chris.
Monsieur V.
And Chris is like, check Twitter. So I go on Twitter, and then he has a tweet that said, "Rip Robin Williams, something. You're a fantastic actor. You left a legacy, something.
All the respectful, blah blah."
Yeah, and I read this, and I literally like shook for a little bit, and I was like, "Wait." And then I asked him, "Is this a joke?" And then, like, he's like, no. And then I checked the news and everything, and I was like, wow. And I was just like surprised the whole day. And then at night, like, I could not sleep. I like literally started crying because we watched Jumanji that day too. Jumanji is my favorite Robin Williams movie. It even hurts like talking about it right now because I loved him so much. He was like a childhood idol.
Yeah, I remember watching Jumanji for the first time.
Oh, it creeped me out for the first time.
Yeah, but I do remember it was like at a time in my life where we were living with Grandpa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the first time I watched it.
Yeah.
And I remember they had the board game, our aunts and uncle, they had the Jumanji board game, and I remember playing it. It was it was just one of those things. It was a time in my life where I could look back and say it was tough for me, like growing up. And that movie, along with other movies. Like
Aladdin. Without Robin Williams and Aladdin, I probably would not have liked it so much. And if you knew me as like a little kid, you would know that I was obsessed with Aladdin. I loved Aladdin, and I didn't know who Genie was for a long time until I was probably like 10 when I found out it was Robin Williams. Yeah. And I always loved Robin Williams. I loved him in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh yeah, that
amazing.
movie.
That movie, I watched it for the first time. I was kind of older. I was like 11.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I watched it, because my dad got it, and he's like, "Hey, have you watched this?" I'm like, "No." And he put it in, and it was so good. I started like cracking up, and then
And our dad was really the one that introduced us to him and a lot of things like that, because he likes the whole cartoon stuff, and Robin Williams was that type of comedian, at least in the movies. And yeah, movies like Mrs. Doubtfire, like watching that performance, not just, I mean, he does, but while wearing a woman's suit, like a woman fat suit, he's able to give like a deep message, where at the end of the movie it's like, oh, family. That's what it's supposed to be.
I
And
know,
it's like,
and,
it's so
he
touching.
delivers it so weirdly that it works so well. That's why I loved him so much, because
Yeah.
I was personally like a very weird, different kind of person. I delivered messages in a different way. When I like talk to my friends, I deliver it in like a more comedic way,
Yeah.
because I can't be serious. I'm not that kind of person. But like I recently watched a video of Rachel Ballinger. Yeah, that's her name. And it was like, life gets constipated. So that is now my motto. Thank you to Rachel Ballinger. Please go check out that video on her channel. Subscribe to her. She's an amazing YouTuber. I think she deserves more. She's the sister to Miranda Sings or Colleen Ballinger, psycho soprano. Subscribe to Rachel. She's awesome. I love her so much.
Yeah.
But like, that's kind of like how I
Yeah.
took it. Robin Williams was an amazing actor. Without him, the movies that I watched as a kid would not be the same, and the sophistication that I got from his movies and most of my jokes and how I act and my voice acting, the voices that I do came from
We've all
him.
been influenced by him,
Yeah.
especially if you have like a comedic mind. Where the way he performed, like you've never seen a stand-up, but
Yeah.
he was very Shakespearean. He came
I
from the
watched two of
acting
them.
school.
I watched two of them, yeah.
Like he didn't perform with a microphone. He'd talk and he'd be like, "Oh yes,"
He was so fast too.
and his
He
voices.
just like boom, boom, boom.
And he was an actor at heart with just a comedic mind, and he brought
Like
that to the
Good
table.
Morning Vietnam really showed that.
Yeah, it's great acting moments. World's Greatest Dad.
I haven't watched
Amazing
that yet.
movie. It's tough to see, especially after what happened to him. It's one of those things where comedians, their minds, they're constantly thinking of these funny things because it's like one of the ways they deal with how hard things are for them, because they
Yeah.
have extremely sensitive minds where it's like,
That's how we took our childhood, because
Yes.
certain times in our childhood was just like it was pretty difficult,
yeah.
and that's how we take things.
Yeah,
We
and
take it in a comedic way.
Yeah, and I think he's one of those people where I wouldn't be the same person if it wasn't for him,
Yeah.
because of the way he helped me deal with the rough times, just with his movies, his art, and that's just what makes him great. And he still inspires me today. I look back at his stuff and I'm like, wow,
It's like
I want to be as good as that, even though I can't be. But that's what I know that's something I can strive for.
Yeah.
You know.
like when I turned 12, at that time I watched like Mrs. Doubtfire again, and then I watched Jumanji again, and I watched Aladdin again, and like I watched one of his stand-up, and I got really impressed with him. And one of my dreams on my bucket list was to meet him.
Yeah.
And then literally like a couple months later, it was like it really it hurt.
It sucked.
Like,
I cried.
and literally
It was-
the day before we were playing this game that
Yeah,
you found out
oh,
podcast,
yeah.
and we were like, okay, Robin Williams.
Yeah, and we were bouncing off these movies that were just
and
great.
we
Like,
knew
oh, remember
all
that
of them.
one? That was great.
I know,
Yeah.
and like the fact that we got so excited about him is like. It was very impressive.
Yeah,
like
and-
Robin Williams, it was very hard. Instagram was flooded.
Yeah,
his
there was.
daughter was like posting things. She was like, I don't want to talk right now because she had to go through that.
Yeah.
And like the amount of things that were at the Mork and Mindy house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted to go to Hollywood and visit a star just to drop something because of how much he was an inspiration to me and my brother.
Yeah, and Billy
Yeah.
Crystal's memorial thing was great too.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, again, I mean, he committed suicide, which sucks. And you know, just to say, if you even think about that, people are around to help you.
Think about how much it affected people when the news was spread that Robin Williams had committed suicide. Think about that, and then think about how it affected the people around you.
Yeah, because people care about you. You may
Yeah.
not think that, but people
There-
do. You're a
there's even
human.
at least one person in the whole world that cares about you, just slightly.
People want you to be around, and it may not seem that way, but they do. If you need help, call someone. There are people that will help you. And yeah, that's...
Comment on our YouTube video.
Yeah!
We're
well,
gonna respond. We don't get comments, so
For real.
whenever we get a comment, we're like so excited and we go like talk.
Yeah, hey, I've had I've gone through that, you know, and it's kind of a teenager thing, but it's a real thing. Don't just blame your hormones on it. It might be a real thing. You might need help, and go seek that. And
Yeah, and like
I thought about it a lot.
Like think about when the whole thing happened, like with your experience. Think about how much it affected the family that lived
and
with you.
It's hard to think about that, because I like living in that moment. It's hard to think about anybody else than you and how you're feeling. But just at the end of the day, be okay with yourself, because you have to be okay with yourself. You have to love yourself, or else,
Here's a really good thing. If you have a pet, look at your pet. Look at your pet directly in the eyes while you're feeling that, and believe me, I don't know why, but like when I'm really sad, it really does help me. Like when we got a cat and like this whole bunch of things happened, I got like really like low. It was a low point at a certain point in like winter break. And I like go up to my cat and I hold him and I look him directly in the eyes, and it was like comfort. Like comfort just completely overflowed my body. I was just like happier.
Yeah.
Look at someone in the eyes, or like somebody that you trust so much, somebody that you love. If you have like a husband or someone, or someone special, or your mom or your dad or your brother or anybody in your family, or your best friend.
Yeah.
Even like just look at them in the eye, and then like it brings, I don't know why, there's like some kind of thing. And then it's like you have a connection, and it just like overflows yourself with comfort.
Yeah. Or look at yourself. Look in the mirror and look at yourself. You'll see there's life ahead of you.
Except for you, because you just like...
It's hard to look at myself in the mirror, yeah. So for me, it didn't work. I looked at apples.
you like chopped
I will
eyes
live
on them.
for you, apples.
Yeah.
I have a room full of apples with eyes on them, like googly eyes
You
on
see,
them.
this is how we take sadness.
That's how we deal with it, yeah.
That's how we do it.
My whole routine is routine. The jokes I write, I do stand up. Like, I don't like saying I do stand up. I'm trying to do stand up. I'm trying.
He's pretty good at it. Like the thing is that he tells me he's more
I-
enthusiastic with me though. Then like when he talks, from what I've heard from you, apparently you're like not as enthusiastic on stage. But when you're talking to me,
I'm trying to
it's,
figure
like,
that
really
out.
enthusiastic.
It's hard to, when you get on stage. It's because when I'm in the car, I'm like, I'm gonna say like this, but then you're on stage.
I know,
like
like you get but the first time that it actually happened, like the first time that a speech actually went for me, was when I did my 20% project, where I made the movie Utopia with my friend.
It's on our. It's on yours.
It's
Oh,
on
well, it's
like
not.
it's on like a personal channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I'll release it if you want me to. But like it's not a good movie at all, and I knew it, and like I go up there and like I know it's gonna be bad, but I'm gonna make the most of it. And I got up there and I was like reading from my note cards, and then I just put my note cards down. It was like a movie, and then I just like started speaking, and I was like doing hand gestures.
Yes.
I felt so amazing.
It's like when they. It's like when they talk about Selma, which we watched today. Like when he's about the priest thing, and like he's not going off notes or the Bible. He's talking from some higher place.
Yeah.
And we're not speaking about God. It's just like something takes over you, like this spirit. It's like when you believe in something so much,
enthusiasm.
Yeah, you just you know what to say.
When you love something so much, let's say they take away guitar from every single person in the whole world, and like you can't play guitar ever. And I know you love guitar. What would you say to the person that was taking you? You wouldn't like be yourself. You wouldn't be like all quiet like you actually are.
Yeah, you'd be
enthusiastic. You'd be like, no.
Yeah.
I love it, blah, blah, blah. Like, that would be the same with, like, if they took away film composers or saxophone or band. If they took away the band from, like, when there's, like, this whole crisis in my school when they were going to take away jazz band, I cried when I got in the car. I was, like, pouring. Like, and then I'm like, we fought for it. And, like, that's where the passion comes from.
And that's where I hear there are people that I know. Just to take this even broader, there are people that I know that get like, why do people care about like gay rights, racism? Like, it doesn't matter. It's because this isn't your thing.
Yeah.
Like take something that you love,
thing.
imagine them taking it away from you. That's what they're feeling right now, and that's what they're fighting for. That's why they're rioting and everything. Because to them, it's worth it. And it should be worth it because everyone deserves what they love as long as it's not hurting anybody else. So,
yeah, that's why usually like now I have like a more broad understanding as I got older.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not going to judge people for fighting for something. Like, when the whole, like, gay rights, the teenagers rebelling against, like, it, and, like, they're saying so many kids are committing suicide because of it, again, bringing up the point, I'm like, that's not my thing right now. Like, right now, it's kind of like, I'm into, if somebody says a comment, I will, like, get angry.
Yeah.
Just because I find it passionate. These kids are trying to be themselves.
Yes.
But like, I don't say, why are you doing that? Just because I know that it's what they love. It's what they're what they're passionate about.
And there are people that will also be. There are people I know even that are actually close to me. I don't want to like say anything, but that would say like, what is happening? Like, what do you even care? Like, and then don't just let them go. Don't fight with them or something like that if you can, but just talk to them, tell them what their problem is, try to convince them in a smart way, or show that you're at least more intelligent than them, and they're not like, show that their ignorance isn't justified in this century. We're progressing. Don't back away. Like, I used to say this line in one of my my bits. I took it out because it wasn't that funny. I guess people don't really. This is what I like. I don't think people relate to it as much because we've progressed. But I would talk about how I did go through a kind of depression, and then I would say I feel like some people aren't supposed to say that, as if I just came out of the closet in the 1800s, or I'm black and unchained in the 1800s. Something like, don't back away from me, help me. We've progressed, we'll get there, and we're getting there. So, there are certain things where people back away from, and even I noticed myself like feeling this weird feeling, like a weird hatred towards something, and I know I shouldn't be doing. Like, it's okay if you feel that, as long as you don't act on it, as long as you know that it's wrong, and you start thinking to yourself like, okay, why do I think this? Now, how do I progress? How do I change this? And how do I help other people around me change? Because if you're feeling that, you're not the only one. There are other people that might be feeling that, and we have to progress as people, because we're people. We're all equal.
We have to be united, or else our future is nothing.
Yes.
They say the world's going to end because of nature. The world's going to end because we're not united, because we're fighting about everything. We're fighting about rights of citizens. This is the exact same thing that we fought about back then when we were fighting for segregation.
Yes.
Oh, when we were fighting for African Americans to be able to vote. Yeah. Which is literally Selma. We're reliving Selma with
Ferguson.
Gay rights.
Gay rights, yes, marriage. That just happened.
We are literally redoing it.
Yeah.
And then it can happen over and over again.
Yeah.
Let's say like we fought for women's rights. Same thing. Nice. We're all citizens. We're all the same people. And that's literally what King Jr. said. That's what
Martin Luther.
Martin Luther King Jr. Rosa Parks said by sitting down on that in that bus.
And thousands of people behind them that were never recognized for their work, because people didn't like those people because they were progressing. They have passion for what they want. They have passion for their rights. They are being themselves. They're being their skin color. They can't help that. And they shouldn't have to help that.
Yeah. They are loving people that they want to love, no matter if it's different sex or same sex. They are being woman. They're being born as a girl, or like they're being born as a child and they want to go to school. They're being born as a Muslim and people are racist against them.
Yeah, it's all historical why this happens. I mean, we could get into that, like religion and stuff. It's a picky subject,
It's a very like hard subject, but
this is the right answer.
Yeah,
we're progressing. There's no proof that giving gay people the right to marry will hurt anybody.
It won't hurt
anybody.
I
love this bit from Eric Andre. He talks about like, I don't understand anti like homo. I forget the name of it, but people that hate gay people, like, are they just in their home, like, thinking about two guys on a date, like, oh, they're on a date right now, it's probably going really good, they're ordering ceviche and white wine, go get them! It's like, how dumb is that? Why does that even exist? It's dumb. It's not the way we're supposed to go. We're progressing, And, like, for those of you who are still against, even, like, let's say there are a lot of people watching this right now. If you're against the whole gay marriage thing, think about it. Think about all the, like, children that are left in foster homes. They don't want to be there. Or, like, other places in orphanages. And then think about it. These kids' parents don't want them right there, right now, no matter what reason. That is their choice. Like, we shouldn't have many things against that. I mean, it is wrong. And if you can take care of your child, take care of your child. Because we don't need any more kids like alone, feeling alone. But like, think about it. Think about these. If
these guys get married or these girls get married, think about it, they will get that child. If they want a child, they go adopt a child.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's nothing bad happens from it.
It's literally all good. Like these kids these high school lovers get to fall in love, and they get to get married, and they get to have a family.
Yeah.
How is that any different than a woman and a
guy?
Man.
Would they even straight people don't even want to get married nowadays? Why are you funny?
Like marriage is a chain, and then these people come in and they're like, we want to get married because we love each other.
Yeah, and
how is that any different from, like, let's say your parents?
Yeah.
Let's say your mom and dad, even if they were divorced, they loved each other at least once.
Yep.
Yeah.
And hey, it's gonna end anyways. We
all know that, but like
die.
Yeah. Apples will rule the world.
Yeah, apples should rule the world.
Apple. We literally started a conspiracy because of the brand Apple.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. See how much they're in my brain. Advertisement. Like I think of an apple as the first food I think of because they're ruling the world.
Exactly. Okay. Well.
Jesus.
We spent quite a bit of time on that, but
that was fantastic. I like
we're passionate about that. We're passionate about speaking our minds. We're the kind of people that speak our minds.
If we missed anything, if you feel like we didn't like say something the right way,
one of us.
Comment.
Comment, Twitter, Instagram. We don't have Snapchat, and do you have a Facebook?
No.
I have a Facebook, but I don't use it.
Yeah. Get rid of your Facebook.
Yeah.
Get on Twitter.
Okay. DM us on Twitter, or try to follow us on like Twitter or Instagram, and we'll follow you back.
Comment on this. Comment on our SoundCloud. We're
DM us.
Yeah.
Like literally, just like direct message us.
We're
comment, and if we miss something and you want us to do a topic about,
like talking about, like if you think we said something the wrong way, we didn't articulate. Trust me, we're probably on your unless. You're on the side of the people burning crosses. We're on your side, most likely.
Think about it. Like this is live, so we might miss some things. Yeah,
and we're none of us are even out of our teens yet.
Yeah,
we're just rambling about weird stuff. He's 17
and I'm 13. I literally just started.
We're kind of way out of our league, but in a way we're in it because we're actually learning about this.
Because we know more than we should. Yeah. The way that we were raised, we know a lot more than most kids our age. Most kids my age, a lot of kids know you. So,
people might be smart.
If you think we missed something, if you want us to talk about something that you're going through but not mention your name, then direct message us.
For sure.
If you want to mention your name, if you want to tell us your story, comment, direct message.
Happy to.
We're happy to talk about. Like we literally have barely anything to talk about.
We're awesome people.
Yeah.
And, we're here.
And I know probably mostly my friends, because you're my friend. You'll watch this.
I hated this shit. I'd be the one that comments, talk about not having any friends, and I do an anonymous.
Okay. If you want us to talk about something, if you want us to talk about the racism that's going on in your school, even though you're probably just like one of my friends talking about it. If you don't want me to know that you're one of my friends, then just make a new account. Make another
and subscribe
account.
With that account.
Yeah.
You never
know. We can always spread the word, because look at what we're talking about. He's 17. He's almost turning 18. I just turned 13. Look at what we're talking about. This is the sophisticated.
This is a great show.
Because we hope you like it. That's why we make it. It's a like it show.
We're not that conceited.
No.
But okay.
We're not. We're just like...
We have very low self-esteem. Yeah. What are we doing here? I'm really happy we don't have the camera on because I have a red tear.
I know, it's... Ew, and like... and I'm like... I look like a nerd all the time, so...
But it's funny how people with the most low self-esteem want to be the most known.
I know, but tell us. If you want us to talk about subject, even if it's something as dumb as Teletubbies...
Teletubbies, sing song, Pinky Winky, la la, po. The purple one's gay. Kill it.
That's not what we're about. Okay. Here's what we're saying. People are passionate about things. If you have a person fighting about something that you're passionate about, say. If you have the chance to get away from them, like if you're in a school or something, go up to them, or if they're talking to you, just say. Because they're passionate about it. Let's say, why are these people fighting about gay marriage? Say, because they're passionate about it. Walk away, be all dramatic, and they're gonna think about it. That's the only way you can make people think nowadays, because people are like,
And hey, if you know us and you want to talk about something, you want to be on the podcast.
Text me if you're my friend.
Want to be on the podcast? Come and join us.
Yeah,
we have plenty of room. We have other
peeps.
chairs.
Okay, if you don't want the camera on, if you just want your voice,
For sure.
or like if your parents don't want your face to be,
they don't
on
have to
YouTube.
know.
Yeah. What did I just agree to? Okay, but like if your parents are kind of strict and like you don't want that, like they don't want your face to be on a podcast, on like on a video on YouTube, just be like, can I at least have my voice on it, and then you can come on in.
Yeah.
We don't even have to say your name if you're on here.
No.
Yeah.
We won't say your name, Jake.
Jake's not here right now. We told you not to mention him.
What about Myrtle?
Shh.
Myrtle's my imaginary girlfriend I made up for New Year's. Remember
For
her?
New Year's, yeah.
Yeah, she was my New Year's kiss. Okay.
I just like turn around and you're at the corner going
To the air. Okay,
love
want
you
to do
too,
our
Myrtle.
top 10 movies?
Okay, let's go. Okay,
Let's
this
go
is
with
this
our
is the rules
movies.
for this. I will throw down. Okay, these are the rules for our top 10. We're gonna explain our top 10 movies of 2014 that we watched.
Yes. We're gonna go one by one. So I'm gonna say my 10.
He's gonna start with 10,
she's gonna say her
10, 9, 9,
Yeah.
8, 8. He's going first, then it's me, and then
And then we'll have some honorable mentions, and we'll talk ones. Well, actually, I'm gonna say those first. The ones we didn't watch that are not gonna be on the list.
Okay, let's.
And my honorable mentions that are not gonna be on the list. So here are the ones that I did not watch.
Wait, hold on. Let me mention mine that
Okay.
you did watch. Okay, so he watched. I wasn't there. He watched Wild.
Yes.
The Imitation Game,
Yes.
and Birdman.
Yes.
Those are the 3 movies that I want to watch, but I have not watched them,
Yes.
and he has watched them.
And here are ones that I did not watch that would have probably, based on what I hear from other people, they would have probably made the list, influenced it in some way. But Nightcrawler, Whiplash, The Grand Budapest Hotel, Big Hero 6, Inherent Vice, Foxcatcher, Snowpiercer, which is Chris Evans, and Top 5.
American Sniper.
American Sniper, Bradley
Yeah.
Cooper. Oh, let me just Foxcatcher, Steve Carell, and Channing Tatum, and Mark Ruffalo. Inherent Vice, Joaquin Phoenix,
Miles
Reese
Teller,
Witherspoon.
Whiplash.
Yes, and
No,
J.K.
someone.
Simmons, Nightcrawler, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Renee Russo. That's her name
Gyllenhaal.
from The Killing. Renee Russo.
Ah,
The Grand Budapest Hotel. A bunch of people. Budapest Hotel. A bunch of people. I forgot. Wes Anderson, the director, great director. Here are my honorable mentions.
here are his, and I might repeat some of
Yeah.
his that I have, but go ahead.
Wild, Reese Witherspoon. Great movie. Loved it. Watch it.
Want to watch it?
Selma, David Oyelowo, who
well,
plays
that understands because you're right.
who played Martin Luther King Jr. Great movie. We actually watched it today. It's amazing if you like history and if you appreciate great performances.
Okay, you
Kinda
see,
doesn't
I
agree.
like history, I do, but I wasn't in the right state to
Mindset,
watch
yeah.
it. Yeah, I didn't have the right mindset to watch it. Like Boyhood, when I watched Boyhood, it would probably be a lot better for me if I watched it in the right mindset. But the fact that it was amazing when I watched it means that it was an amazing movie.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Selma, it's also shot beautifully the way it looks. It looks kind of old timey.
The director, I love you.
I feel like I could touch it.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
There are certain shots in there, like
Yeah.
I literally wanted to cry.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I did cry during the movie. There were
He
parts,
did cry.
mostly like angry cry. Like I just wanted to beat these people up. I'm like, God, stop it. I felt like
Oh
I
my
was
god.
watching.
Okay. Can I say? Okay, I want to say one thing. I don't think this is. I don't think this is gonna spoil it. Okay. When the police officer is hitting the guy, like the
Which one?
Jimmy Lee.
Oh yeah. The
Like
one with
when,
it. Yeah.
and they're going like this,
Mhm.
and like the lady behind him comes up and hits him in the head. I literally like started like, oh my god, go! And I almost yelled at the screen because I was so
man.
angry at this guy.
When I left the theater, going to the bathroom as usual, like
As
my
usual.
heart was pounding just because David's performance is more like I know you had your problems with it. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
sure.
have-
We'll talk about it later. But just
We don't have later. It's 44 minutes.
oh, that's fine. We can go as long as we want.
Sure.
But just I felt like I was watching Martin Luther King Jr. on
There were-
screen.
okay.
His speeches.
I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say my problems
Yeah,
with it because
just say it.
they're very short. Selma, I honestly believe that like because the score was I did not like the score.
I didn't like it either.
Yeah, it was too.
It was weird.
It was like
It didn't feel like
it's
it
supposed to be
coincided
in the
with
theory
it.
of everything. That's where it belonged.
But there was some of it,
like
the old-timey ones.
Yeah, the old-timey part
that stuff
was
I liked,
good.
but then there were weird violin ones that sounded too thinly, like they made it on the piano. I'm like, I don't do that.
Yeah, and I'm like, the way, because I want to be a film composer in the future, so I really listened to that, and like there are many parts that really bothered me. The score, it kind of messed things up for me.
Yeah.
There were certain parts that I did not find believable, and there was like, to take back a lot of things, like there's one Martin Luther King Jr. part that I did not believe.
Which one?
It was like a little part, like a little snippet of like a big speech.
Oh, it was in the speech?
Yeah. But like the one when they were in the church with the...
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
That one was completely believable to me. I almost cried right there. But...
Thine eyes seeing the future. I love the last one. I love that part.
I love that the signs were there. They killed our brothers. Racism killed our brothers.
God.
That was so powerful for me because I'm like, wow, this means a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's pretty much all of it.
Glory, 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 hallelujah.
Glory, hallelujah.
I love those.
That was passion.
I felt, oh God, and they leave me with that. Give me some time to rest.
And how they like tell the stories of what happened after. Like this isn't a spoiler. Martin Luther King dies at 39. Like they just like snap it in there. Like, hey, whatever.
Yeah, and it's just a great. And even the credit scene, the music. It's an original song called Selma, but nominated for Golden Globe.
Yeah. That was like really good. Like that's why Rosa Parks.
And they talked about it, and they talked about Ferguson, which happened, which is sadly so relatable to Selma. Like God, I actually talked about that in a project. But yeah,
I want to watch that. All right, tell me that speech.
What?
You should recite that speech that you did.
Oh, it wasn't a speech. I winged it.
Okay.
Because it was extra credit, and also it's one of those things like I know what I'm gonna say because it's obvious.
All right.
But
you should do it.
But it was one of those things like Bobby always tells us. Well,
Bobby.
he always tells me, Pops. He always tells me.
We call her Pop.
Why do they keep making like these movies about black people, like Selma, 12 Years a Slave? Like, I've seen those already, and I'm like, they keep making them because people can still relate to them, and people are still buying tickets because there's still a problem. Hollywood is profiting from this problem. Get rid of the problem, you won't have the movies anymore.
That's true. Like, you can't. Let's see. What are okay? Let's see. The teenage.
42.
No, not.
Okay.
Like the whole teenage drama about like kids committing suicide or like the whole gay thing. There are movies there are so many short films on YouTube.
Yeah.
Literally, I found so many. I found one that made me cry.
What was it called?
I don't remember what it's called, but this was when I was in the dark hole of YouTube, where like I search up random stuff. Go on YouTube and look up like short films or look up like suicide short films, gay short films. You'll find so many like inspiring short films that these random people all over the world can make. Like these random teenagers, these random adults, these random kids. The kids are knowing this. That's what bothers me.
Yeah.
Look on YouTube. Yeah. My voice sounds like it's crying just because it's like really weak right now.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, there's if you show me the first like screen thing, that the browser thing, like when you first look it up.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I think I'll be able to find it.
Another one, The Imitation Game. Amazing movie.
Oh, that's an honorable mention.
It's an honorable
mention.
mention.
My gosh, what's on your list?
I loved it so much. I want to watch it again.
I heard that Benedict Cumberbatch is like a very handsome man in his own way. I love
Benedict Cumberbatch. He makes Chinless look great. He doesn't have a chin, which is weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he doesn't have a chin. He's handsome. I love him. His voice is empowering. He narrates some of the movie. It's beautiful. I love the beginning where just what they say is like like F you to people who don't pay attention to movies.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, seriously. I was like, Mom used to be here to listen to this guy in his booming voice tell you to listen to this story.
Thank you. Finally.
But the whole thing, like how I love on Twitter, it's getting promoted, but like I don't want to give you any, because you don't know anything about it, right? I won't give anything away, but just the credit that he's getting now.
Yeah, I don't know.
After years, the fact that you don't know him is a problem.
No, I know who he is. I know him. I know him like very well. I'm like, this guy. I know who Benedict Cumberbatch is.
But the character.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know who that guy is.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Benedict, but the character in the movie, the fact that people didn't know the story and kind of still don't, because some people won't watch this movie, but it's a step. His story is amazing. What he went through sucks. But it's a great thing that it's a movie, because now it shows that we're progressing. It relates to the topic that we just talked about. But yeah, when you watch it, you'll see like, oh yeah, this is good. It's a good thing that this movie got made. Great movie, and it's definitely rewatchable, like Selma and Wild. Wild, it's just I loved it because the theme is like the power behind a scream. I guess it starts with her yelling and just goes through all that, like everything that we repress inside, and then we just yell, and then it all just comes out. And then it tells how it's. Oh, I'm not gonna go into it anymore, but it's great.
Right, hold on. For those of you who cannot sit through more than 50 minutes, which is like where we're at right now.
You don't have to sit through this.
No, like you can literally skip through if you want to.
Or you can
like,
pause.
We should put like a guide in the description.
I can.
And,
That's hard.
I know, but it's kind of easy because you just like find.
But hey, listen, this is our show. We're gonna do whatever we want.
Yeah, but like, this is gonna be a longer one.
Yeah, this is a longer one.
Most of them are not gonna be this long.
No, but we got into this.
This is our favorite time of our year, and we're very passionate about what we talked about just before this topic.
Yeah, listen.
So this is gonna be a long one, so continue.
Okay, but just further think, because this is our show, I don't want to have restrictions on it. If we get into a topic, we're gonna talk about it as long as we want. 2 hours, 3 hours, even whatever. We're gonna talk about it. So we're into it. We're not gonna limit ourselves. If you want to listen, just listen to it. You don't have to pause. You could walk around and listen to it. Go exercise, listen to it. If you have a car, drive and listen to it. That's what I do with podcasts. I'll just sit there and listen. That's weird.
It's so weird. Yeah, you're just like
play Candy Crush while I listen to it. It's great. Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Oh, that's
surprised me how good it was.
What's that?
Huh?
What's that?
Captain America.
Oh, okay. I thought you said surprised me was a movie.
No. Captain America: Winter Soldier. Really surprised me. They gave Samuel L. Jackson that scene.
Oh,
like that was amazing. I would watch it again, but I'm not really excited to watch it again.
Yeah.
I'd actually rather not watch it again.
I watched it twice already.
But I really enjoyed it, watching it. And for me, action movies, they're really hard to watch again. Only certain ones I can.
The scores in them are amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and they're actually they tried to. I don't know if they actually did it. They haven't announced the Oscar nominations yet, but they really petitioned to get Winter Soldier in.
Oh, really?
Because it like talks about the Cold War and everything and American politics and what's wrong with it, like the whole wiretapping and everything. It's really good. One that really surprised me, 22 Jump Street, honorable mention, great comedy. I don't have any comedy in this list. Kind of. Actually, yeah, I do. Yeah. But 22 Jump Street, wow. I was really surprised. I was like, whoa. What? It was smart. My favorite line in the movie is like Channing Tatum, he says something wrong and he's like, fudge you, brain. It's just like, that's hilarious. I love that. And there were certain things that it plays to my comedy and then dumb comedy, then has the cop stuff. Fall on Our Stars, I didn't like it, but the thing about that movie is that it really gave something to the whole young adult genre of movies. It made them worthwhile watching. And
I think the other thing that kind of, I guess affected you, if I know you this well.
I watched it the wrong way.
Yeah. That, and also, like, the fact that you put it on honorable mention is because when you look around the theater, you could see the amount of people that were crying. Even, like, the biggest guy in the theater, he was like...
Yeah, and I would have cried. I think if I didn't read the book, I would have cried. Because I cried reading the book.
Oh, yeah. I cried both.
And my final honorable mention, which was actually in my top 10, but I took it off in the last minute, X-Men Days of Future Past.
Oh, yeah, I took it off, too.
I had too many expectations for it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to watch it again.
No, I don't, yeah.
Sadly. I cried watching the trailer.
Oh my god, you love the trailers.
I loved it so much. Because they were my childhood, and that's why I still kind of want to put them, because it's my childhood. I will watch the next one. I'm excited for the next one, really. I love Hugh Jackman. I love the whole cast. It's great. They did it perfectly, just the whole thing. It's just, at the end of the day, it's not my type of movie as much as other things. It didn't really add anything special. Yeah. There are movies, it's weird. I know I'm 17. I should like this better than Wild and Imitation Game.
It's the same thing with me. I should love The Fault in Our Stars instead of loving movies like The Imitation Game.
I'd rather watch 3-hour movies than 90-minute explosions.
Oh my god, same.
Yeah, but X-Men, it's great. Watch it if you haven't watched it. It erased X-Men 3, which is not good. But yeah. So, any honorable mentions for you?
Oh yes, of course. The Lego Movie.
What?
Yeah. The Lego. Oh my gosh, you forgot. Literally the best animated movie I have watched in my, aside from Up, in my entire and Ratatouille in my entire life. It's a beautiful movie. Not beautiful. It's very hilarious. Thank you, Pratt. Pratt.
How is it not in your top 10?
He's amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's surprising to me. That's
Yeah.
why I didn't want to hear anything.
Yeah.
Because I
Okay.
get this reaction. That was
Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1. Of course, I have to put that on there just to enter the teenage myself, and it was pretty enjoyable because I watched it with the right person.
But just to say, I feel like The Fault in Our Stars did more to that genre of
That's
movies.
true. Yeah. X-Men, of course. Captain America, same as him. Same reasons as him for these. The Fault in Our Stars. I loved the book. I love John Green. I love the movie. I love Ansel
Excited
Elgort.
for Paper Towns?
Oh my God! Don't remind me. I'm gonna start shaking. I watched. I've been like scrolling through whole Paper Towns official stuff.
Just
like
finding a trailer.
I'm like I need to know at least like a little snippet. And I'm like when I found out Cara Delevingne was gonna be Margot, I literally learned everything about her
Wow,
in the same
Wikipedia.
day. And then I found out about Nat Wolff playing. Miles.
They're merging the universes. He's gonna be blind too.
Not looking for Alaska. Cute.
He's not gonna be Isaac.
I know.
They're not merging the
No,
universes.
it's okay.
Oh.
It's okay.
Gosh.
But
darn it. That was
I
gonna be
found
like
out
Avengers
about
of
that. I was
John
kind of
Green.
angry about it, but then I'm like, whatever. And then of course, like, I forgot their names of the other people, of like the people playing Ben, Radar, the whole book. Q, Radar, Margot, Ben.
People. My favorite John
People.
Green book's Looking for Alaska.
He loves looking. I love looking for Alaska. I read Paper Towns first though. Yeah, that was the first John Green book I have ever read.
Okay.
Paper Towns was amazing. I love it.
Books.
I can't wait.
Best books
it
of the year
comes
were
out
John
on the
Green
last
books.
day of the last day of school.
Yeah, June 6th.
So I'm gonna take some people and I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna like, why does my voice sound so cray?
I don't know.
And then and then I'm gonna love it no matter how bad it is.
It's not gonna be bad.
And no, it's not gonna be. It's gonna
better
be.
not be.
It's gonna be awesome. Okay, Fault in Our Stars. Lucy.
Okay.
It was a good movie. It should have been longer. They could have dived into it deeper. They
Oh, here's one thing
simple-minded
of
it.
that.
They
People-
simple-minded it.
But people say like the whole 10% that they say in the movie that you can only use 10% of your
That's
brain.
fake. It's
they
wrong.
Don't say that in the movie. They actually say the right definition. You can use 10% of your brain only. But that's true, but you can only use it at different times. You use your whole brain, but use 10% different times. And
Oh my gosh,
I hate
stop,
that
Kathy.
argument about the movie. I think this is a pretty good movie.
Go away.
Anything else?
And The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I think the superhero
That's
movie,
interesting.
of course, but
a lot of
like,
people hated it.
I know.
Like
a lot of
nerds.
it, like yeah, but the ending, like it drew me in.
It did.
It was pretty good. It wasn't the best movie. I'm
No.
gonna put it on there. I originally wasn't going
Yeah.
to. The one that was gonna be on my list, but I had to change it because somebody mentioned the movie. Was The Hobbit: Battle of Five Armies.
Desolation of Five Armies.
I love that.
I'm really proud of it.
I love that movie. It was really good. The action in it was good. The deaths in it. That's not a spoiler. You know, everybody
It's
dies.
gonna, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the end of the. It's the homage.
Yeah, and how it ended, like it ended at the beginning of The Lord of the Rings. It was good.
I think
it was good.
it's
Overall, it's pretty good.
I think it's as good as a bow tie you can get to the whole series.
Yeah.
Trying to do it again, but yeah, that's for the Amazing Spider-Man. I pointed out to you before that the guy that directed 500 Days of Summer, which is why I like the romance between Garfield and
Yeah,
Stone.
that's the best thing.
That's the only reason I really like that movie.
500 Days
That
of
whole
Summer.
thing.
Zoe and Zoe Dash.
JGL.
And the great love, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I love him so much. He's awesome.
He's
I
great.
watch him on Fallon. I watch him on other stuff. I
amazing.
watch his interviews. He's awesome. He's
Okay,
the best.
so
He's a beast.
let's do our top 10.
Okay, this is a very inspiring moment to me and my brother because
Okay.
it's incredibly difficult for us to pick a top
This is
10.
great. I'm excited.
Or no, it's easy for us to pick 10 movies, but it's hard for us to put them in
Or order,
Yeah,
and you
okay.
took out the Lego movie. God, I hate you. But okay, number 10. Want to go first or me?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Selma.
Selma. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was my honorable mention. If I had to put on my list, it'd be like number.
I put it on 10 because, of course, my problems with it.
I'd actually put Selma as like 13. I put it behind Wild and Imitation Game.
All right.
Um,
That's where it belongs.
yeah. Okay. But it good nominated. That's good.
Yeah. Why did the voice thing like go down?
No, it didn't. We're just not talking as loud.
Oh really?
We're talking
I
more
feel like I'm
normally
talking
now.
okay.
But we're good. You're fine. We'll be fine.
Excuse
I
me.
can-
Oops. Ooh.
I can adjust it, but okay. For my 10, Live, Die, Repeat, aka Edge of Tomorrow. Great movie. Loved it a lot.
That was your 10?
That was my 10.
Okay.
It's great. The comedy in it's awesome. It was surprised me. I was excited for it, like from before. Like a lot of people were skeptical about it. I have this. I'm proud to say that I have this thing where I can see a good movie, even though people give it bad publicity.
That's incredibly true. Like every movie that I've seen with him or that he has recommended for me has been amazing.
Like Guardians of the Galaxy. The year before, when I heard it announced, everyone was like, "What are they doing? This is gonna be terrible."
Yeah,
I was excited from the start because of Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Bam.
Of course, Emily Blunt is like your favorite female actor.
I love Emily Blunt. Yeah, she's
from
the 5-year engagement first. That movie,
Devil
I think it was
Prada. She was in it.
Yeah, but for me, the 5-year
it was
engagement, that movie really.
I was the first one to watch that.
Yeah.
I told you to watch that.
Yeah, but that movie brought me into the whole romantic comedy thing. Like I really adored that movie.
And I watched the
it.
5-year engagement.
It's a great movie. Watch it. It's long, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I was 11 and I watched the 5-year engagement alone while my parents were watching some other movie.
And she was one of the best parts of Into the Woods. Okay, so that's number 10.
9 for mine. For me was Big Eyes, starring Amy Adams and Christoph Waltz. I liked it. Of course, it was too Disney because of Tim Burton. Did we talk about that?
I don't know. It felt. No, we didn't. We didn't talk about
Big Eyes. Okay, Big Eyes. I liked it a lot. The score in it was all right. I will almost all the time when I'm talking about a movie talk about the score. Yeah.
I'll talk about it if it's good.
After Edge of Tomorrow, that's when I started listening to scores. It's pretty good overall. I like the stuff in it. It was a true story, all the stuff. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I don't know why I liked it. It was just there.
Okay.
Did you just change something?
Yeah, well, I just noticed I could do something. But okay, Into the Woods. I mean, good, that's how Disney it is. Big Eyes. It's good. I feel like now I notice what the problem is for me, that it's too much of a. Here's the story.
Yeah, it's not. It's
nothing
not
special.
Like, get into
Great
it.
performances.
Come on, get in
They
here.
do what they're supposed to do.
Good job, Amy Adams.
Tim Burton did too Disney. He could have done more Tim Burton-y. Put some cool stuff in it. There were cool shots, but
yeah, he did too Disney. He didn't do Tim Burton.
Yeah,
he needs to do the burden.
Not the.
He needs to give us the burden of the Burton.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's his motto now. I'm always gonna say that whenever we talk about Tim Burton. Remind me, people.
But it's worth a Redbox rental. It's better
It's
than
worth
Taken 3, but okay.
We didn't even watch it.
I know it's better though.
Yeah, Tax 3 and.
Just to watch Christoph Waltz
You know
perform,
they
it's
actually
great. And Amy Adams.
changed. They actually changed the whole Tax 3 and thing to Taken 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have the logo anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was your number what? 9? 9. My number 9.
I'm excited for this.
Interstellar.
Really?
It's low.
Wow.
It's low on the list.
Oh my gosh, what is all your top 3? I can't figure
It's
it
crazy.
out anymore.
It's crazy.
I think I know your top 3. I think I know one of your top 3.
I just changed it right now, but
Okay,
but okay. Interstellar.
Wow.
A lot of people have problems with it. Here's why it's pretty low. It wouldn't be that low, but there are just movies that are better. There are movies.
By the way.
There are other movies that don't have Matt Damon scenes. 20 minutes. Matt Damon. Take out that 20 minutes. I didn't need that.
Yeah,
I get it
Matt
with that
Damon
they're
scene was
struggling.
annoying.
I get the whole man struggle thing. I didn't need. Matt Damon's a great actor.
You didn't need that long of it.
I didn't need it at all.
Yeah, you didn't need it at all. But if they had to put it in there, it only had to be like 5 minutes.
Yeah, they could have shortened that. But everything else is amazing. I love McConaughey. I loved Hathaway. Her love speech.
9? Really?
Yeah.
I think it should have been higher on your
It
list
could have,
just
but
for that.
I'm looking at it and I have no regrets.
All right.
But
I
I mean,
have one regret.
that thing the score was great. A lot of people gave it flack because it was too loud. Some people couldn't hear the. But I'm like, no. And Nolan defended it. If it's played right, it's gonna be right. I heard everything that was important. It all came together. Some people have problems with the ending. Some people have problems with the whole movie. I adored it. I cried. I liked that whole story. It's
okay. Here's a little thing about the score for those of you who do not understand the scores. Jeez. Okay.
Louise.
The score does not. Okay, if the score is better than the movie, like Lord of the Rings, the movie is not fantastic quality. The score should complement the movie. The score should be loud in the moments that the movie is like, hey, I don't know what to do right here. The score should be quiet when it's like, hey, listen to this, come here. So those of you who don't have the attention span or the thought to think like, if it's loud, okay, you can zone out here, even though usually when something's loud, you're like, pay attention. Don't pay attention. Don't, if you're one of those people, don't pay attention when the score is loud, because like in Interstellar, when the score is loud is when they're on the spaceship. Man. You can zone out there and think about food. Yeah. But when it's quiet, think. Yeah. Go into it. That's what I found out from it. That's interesting. That's good. Watch your next movie. Watch the next movie that you watch like that.
I feel like I already did that subconsciously, but you brought that to my conscious. Like, oh yeah, that is what I do.
Yeah, do it. Like no joke, it works for every movie.
Yeah, but the performances were great. They actually kept Matt Damon a secret, which is really cool.
Yeah.
That's good publicity.
I'm like, oh, Damon.
Having no publicity.
I don't like Damon though. I think he's annoying.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem with him.
I don't need him here.
I don't need him in my life.
Yeah, he can go somewhere else.
Stop coming on my screens.
Yeah. I don't need your face.
Yeah, the performances were amazing. It's gonna get nominated. I'll give it a nod for like audio. People won't, but I don't know, the technical stuff, cinematography and everything. The way they made the space shots. Oh, when it's just, I felt so. Oh, I thought Gravity was gonna do that to me. It kind of did, but this one did it even more.
Yeah.
Like I was like, yes, I got physically, like I was jerking at my seat.
Oh my!
All these movies.
If your heart beats, okay, my heart beats when the score is like Jaws. My heart beats not because like the actual. Okay, take away. If you can find some kind of YouTube video on YouTube that has the Jaws scene when like the shark is attacking.
Yeah.
Find a YouTube video that does not have the music on it, and then watch it again with the music.
And it's intense.
Look at what it does with the music.
Music gets movies to last.
Music is insane for me, especially in films. It makes my heart beat so fast. In Interstellar, not only did the music make me like but it was the acting. The acting was Kahane was amazing.
Oh man, but beautiful, like, man.
Beautiful.
And but yeah, the whole story. I like the story, the bookcase, and all that stuff. It's great.
Oh my gosh, no! Don't remind me, no.
But okay, now, oh my god, I want to watch it again. That's another thing. Rewatchability. All these movies I want to watch again, and I want to keep watching them. I would still physically react in my seat, and I would just gaze into it like, oh, that's. To me, all these movies could be my number one.
Like I'm like shaking right now because I'm so excited.
But really, all these movies, in their own respects, they're number one in what they do. I love all these movies. Kind of the order, it's like it matters, but it's great.
Another thing about scores, since I'm your score genius, I should do like a whole segment just scores.
Talk about it.
I can do that because of the amount. Like you should see my Spotify playlist. It's just hauntingly beautiful scores from Gladiator, scores from 300. Scores from Interstellar, others like a whole bunch. That's all I listen to. I took away the music from alternative.
The voice from alternative.
Yeah, the voice.
Singing.
The voice. And then like it's really good. And then like the thing is like when it's a scene. Okay, what's a good example? Let's say I haven't watched like 300, the Sparta movie.
There's a Sparta. Watch that video.
Yeah.
One of our first ones.
Watch our video. That was the legacy. That's when the legacy of studios started. Yeah. Like, let's say, I don't know any scenes from it, but I know that there's like one part where the score is amazing. And like this thing about it, no, The Hobbit.
Okay. Go.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. There's this one, I think it's The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings, one of them, where like he sees his dead friends and then he goes up, and then like the score is like so intense. That's when it's supposed to be. That's why like in Interstellar, when the spaceship is like finally going or into the black hole, that's why it's so loud. It's so intense. That's it's not loud. It's beautiful.
Everything is coming together. We're supposed to rise into this moment, and then.
Yeah, you either rise and then you're like, oh, that's anticlimactic. Yeah. That's okay. That is very much okay. That's it. A score that can do that. That's an amazing. Hans, thank you.
Yeah. Benefit of the doubt. People put money into this. People put time into this. People are passionate about this, especially Christopher Nolan. He didn't make any mistakes.
Oh no.
He wouldn't. This movie was on production for like 10 years, trying to make this. It's a passion project. He wanted it to be like this. This is his movie. This is his baby. Like, give it the benefit of the doubt. Don't say someone made a mistake when you weren't there. You're not the artist. This is the artist. If he says it's not a mistake, it's not a mistake. And
it's not a mistake.
He said it's not a mistake. So
yeah, like when I made my first movie, Utopia, the whole movie is a mistake. That means it's a bad movie because I'm the artist of it. It's a bad movie.
It's a virus in the earth that's trying to spit it out.
But I had to make it for a project. When I play something in band and I say it's bad, or I say I messed up. If I say I did amazing, or like when we played Brahms for one of our concerts, we played Brahms Finale by Brahms. I said this one was amazing. It moved a lot of people. It was amazing. There was no mistakes in it. There's no mistakes in it. You have to agree with the artist because the artist spent so much time making it.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And if it is a mistake, do it twice. That's what Jimi Hendrix
by the
did.
way, I had a dream where like we were kind of like the Nolan brothers, where like we were in front of the Nolan brothers, and we were working with the Nolan brothers. Where you wrote the script, Christopher Nolan directed the movie. Is it James Nolan?
I think I've never forgotten.
It's something Nolan, the brother.
The other one.
The other one.
The least loved one.
Yeah, he was doing all the camera work, and then I wrote all the music for it.
That's
And
awesome.
it was like, I don't know. I think it was like a mix of Inception and like Batman.
Watching The Dark Knight again. We watched it. Oh man, great movie.
It's the best Batman in decades.
Make this pencil disappear.
Sometimes I laugh like the Joker, and it scares me.
Look at me. Okay.
Look at me.
Number 8.
Ooh, watch out. The Snowman, Edge of Tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
We talked about it. Anything that you want to add?
Nope.
Okay. Mine was just said in Instagram. My number 8 was the Lego Movie. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
Wait, hold on. Kick your pillow. I'm gonna put this is another behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Okay. Oh my god. He almost pressed pause on the recording, and we really just lost like a lot of the things that we just talked about because I like it. Okay. Here's another behind the scenes on Instagram. Check out my Instagram, Piggy_Phil.
Number 8.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the behind the scenes of the Hope You Like It podcast. We were talking about the Lego movie, and this is what's happening
Number
right now.
8. Everything is awesome.
We don't have a camera this time. That's why we're doing these.
Everything is.
Thank you, bro. What was that? Hey, look, it's a microphone. This is our setup.
Okay, ready? Okay, everything is awesome. I have my pillow, my Lego movie pillow. It's a great movie. That song, it's gonna last forever.
I forgot to put hashtag the Lego movie.
This movie will transcend time. It's gonna last. It's gonna be a classic kids movie. It's gonna be a movie that I show my kids if I have them.
If I have them.
Sorry if you exist, my kids. I'm sorry for everything.
Oh my god, I just took that into mind. What if there's a time machine when our kids are born and the kids are gonna? Oh, sorry, Caspi.
Project Almanac.
We're gonna come back. Oh my gosh. They're gonna come back here and they're gonna see us talking about it, and like they could be right there watching us. Hey,
Joaquin.
What's up? I know you're gonna name it. I'm gonna name it, whoever. I remember we made a deal on this. Whoever has the first girl gets to name her Avia.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We made
I
a
name
deal
her
a while
X.
ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
X.
Yeah.
But okay, Lego
we should
movie.
do the thing like what we name our kids.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, we'll save that.
We'll do games and then like.
Okay.
Kids.
Okay, but Lego movie.
Lego.
It's great.
Lego, my Eggo.
It's the best animated movie I've seen in a long time, especially not coming out of Pixar. It's like, whoa, it's great. And they're making another one. I'm happy about that. They're making a Batman one. I have the Batman. Oh my god, the humor in it. It's adult, but it's childlike. And the way they filmed it, they look like Legos and they like walk like Legos. It's like awesome. I loved it.
Will Ferrell.
Like I was cracking up. I was like, yes, this is amazing.
You should have seen him in the movie theater. Like you had these kids kind of like iffy about it. Like this is sketchy. And then you see the old people like they're like haha.
Yeah.
And then you see this random kid in the corner who's like 17.
Yeah.
And you just see him cracking up the whole time.
Just kid in a hoodie.
Yeah, I know. And I'm just like here, and I'm like laughing a lot.
Yeah.
And I turn around, and you're like.
What was the
you're
boat
like,
scene? Remember? The unicorn in a boat.
Oh yeah, she gets like angry.
No, the walls are crying.
We looked at each other because we're like the only people in the whole movie theater who know. Like we noticed like the little things. Like
there's so many little things.
Okay, hold on. So there's this one thing in Monsters University and in Monsters Inc. that barely any people notice. In Monsters Inc. there's a scene where Mike Wazowski asks for.
Mike Wazowski. Okay.
remember that. Where he asked for deodorant, and it's like, or odorant as they call it. It's like something dog smell, and then they have it again in Monsters University. It's either at the beginning or the end. I think it's at the end. When they're like showing pictures of them in the locker, and they have the same deodorant in the locker, and I'm like, I feel like I'm the only one who knows this. Yeah.
It's awesome. It's one of those movies you can watch again, and you're like, oh, I didn't see that. Oh, that's so perfect. At little moments in there, it's like, oh yes. And Chris Pratt, love him. Same guys that directed Jump Street.
Oh my gosh, you're like messing up his face.
I love him. Okay. I love him.
Oh my gosh, we should like get like an insane amount of cardboard, build this, paint it yellow, and then do a whole Les Mis scene of just you
in the rain. Okay.
We'll have a hose, like a visible hose.
Yeah. No good musical this year. It bums me out. But okay, what was that? Was number 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no good. Oh my god.
Okay, number 7. What's your number 7?
Skeleton Twins. That is where I put it. I'm not as happy as I would be, but it was really hard for me to pick the order. Skeleton Twins is an amazing movie. I was only going to watch it for 5 minutes, but I ended up staying there for the whole movie.
Yeah,
and
I didn't even know you were there.
I know, I was hiding in the corner. I was like crying in my own little corner.
Yeah, the way it begins.
Amazing. And I'm like, this is literally the relationship that I have with my brother.
Yes, it's beautiful. It's amazing. I'm like, oh, I love this. This is a movie I would make and that I would want to make if they never made it. It's like in the beginning scene. I love Kristen Wiig and Bill Hader. The beginning scene is so dark. And I love it because in the beginning scene, they're both going through this thing, and then my mom is watching it, and she laughed at it for a little bit. I'm like, wait, no, there's nothing. Like I noticed that I can't even get into it. Just watch it. It's a great movie. It's on Redbox, so you know.
Like the thing that I found very relatable about it is like there's always one kid who has like the one who's I'm not gonna say who. Mm-hmm. If you know us, if you're like close to our family, or if you know me and my brother, then you're gonna know who it is. Mm-hmm. There's always one kid who's like their problems are pretty much screaming, mm-hmm. and like they're like, and they're the one who are talking about it, mm-hmm. and that's the brother in the movie. And then there's a sister who's like not talking about it. She's being completely normal. There. She's like exactly the same person, mm-hmm. but everything is just hidden. Yeah. Everything is gone. There's nothing there. Yeah. And then at
the fish scene, the scene after the dentist.
Yeah.
And they took the hot. Oh my god! I was like, I've been through this. This is awesome. And the singing and the radio one. Yes. Oh man, I love it. It's a great movie. Oh man, just watch it.
The singing with the radio on Spotify though.
Yeah.
When we were playing Sims 2, we used to like sing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, oh my god, we did. Oh, the funeral.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We were so passionate about the song called "The Funeral" by Band of Horses. So when it was on my Spotify playlist, because at the time I was like listening to a lot of alternative, because I was going through that stage, which was mm-hmm. a lot shorter than your stage.
Yeah. Well, I still listen to it.
Yeah.
Just not as much.
But like I was like all into it. I was like listening to like Green Day, Cough Syrup. Yeah. Cough Syrup is not a band, but it's a song. Yeah. And then like, but my
Young the Giant
favorite song in the whole world at that time was "A Funeral," and I would still listen to it. And like whenever it came on, we would like, because we used to play Sims 2 a lot, but now we got Sims 4 and I put it on his laptop, mm-hmm. and it's on my laptop. So like when it came on, while we were playing, we would both just like look at each other, and then we would like start like rocking out to it, and it's like
so fun.
The whole guitar thing, and we're like, we need to make a video for this because of how I actually do want to make it, but I want to make it like a Skeleton Twins where it's like we're singing to it.
It's just a great that moment that they're able to recreate that in a movie, and make me feel it, and it's like I'm gonna be able to go back to this movie. That's why I bought it.
You say I can do this.
Like I'm gonna go to college.
Have done this.
I'm gonna have this movie. I'll watch and I'll be like.
And you're gonna tell your roommate we need to be friends.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. Watch it, especially if you have a sibling. Watch it.
Oh yeah, it's like because no matter what, even if you're like mm-hmm. the happiest kids in mm-hmm. the world, even if it's just like 2 sisters, 2 brothers, like right now it's like the perfect because my brother and then me. Mm-hmm. You're gonna relate to it so much, especially if you're the kind of people that we are, mm-hmm. and like you have one that hides everything, you have the one that everybody knows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're gonna see.
I mean, it was the director's first movie, so like, great job.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh,
First
wow.
time.
Amazing.
Yeah.
For beginner's luck, I hope.
Yeah.
Not.
Hopefully, maybe Kristen Wiig will get
it
nominated.
isn't.
Maybe
I hope it isn't. I hope it isn't beginner's luck. If he comes out with another movie,
Well, I mean, Bill Hader and Kristen Wiig are great.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to carry a movie too. And
I wanna make a
performances, but I love them. Okay.
I love them.
I love them.
I love them.
Okay.
We should have like their face pop up every time we say that.
Okay. So what was that?
Oh, that was 7 for me. What's your 7?
My 7. That was 7.
Hmm?
Okay, I just said Lego Movie. So now
Oh, you skipped one. What was your 10?
my 10 was Edge of Tomorrow.
9.
9 was Interstellar.
8.
Lego Movie.
Oh, you said 8. You said Lego Movie was 8. You just said, Lego Movie was 7. You just said it.
Oh, I mean, I just said Lego Movie, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just talked about Lego Movie, so
Okay, and
my
then
number
I said
7.
Scouts and Twins.
That's your 7?
Yeah.
My number 7, because my numbers got messed up.
Oh.
My number 7 is Gigi Gone Girl.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, you're like completely conflicting my entire list. I hate you.
Gone Girl, great movie. Oh my god, I want to watch it again. It's coming out
Oh my God,
on Tuesday.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I know. We have school.
It doesn't matter. What,
Okay,
but
I don't care. I want to watch it. Okay. Woo.
the score.
It was beautiful. Okay, and I
Trent Reznor.
the whole
9 Inch
time,
Nails.
like I guess maybe a fourth of the way in, my heart was beating so fast, and I thought I was gonna have a heart attack because the whole time for the rest of the movie, my heart was beating, and I come out and I can like barely breathe.
Mhm.
It's just like.
The twists and turns, wrenching in my seat. I was like, oh god, no! It's so good. Rosamund Pike gonna be nominated.
We
Great.
thought that she should be Harley Quinn.
Yeah, she should be. Yeah, but she's not. It's gonna be Margot Robbie, which is good too.
Who's Margot Robbie?
She
Wait,
was
now
in
I know who Margot
Wolf
Robbie
of Wall
is.
Street.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck, seeing him in a suit, I was like, Bruce Wayne, here we go. I'm excited for Batman. And Neil Patrick Harris, great performance. The whole David Fincher, Fincher directed it. Great director.
Get out of
Did-
here, Casby.
Did Social Network. The score is kind of like it. People, but it's still good.
A Social Network score.
It's
The
good.
original-
It's great.
Woo.
Trent Reznor again, 9 Inch Nails.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic.
Which favorite score?
Huh?
Favorite score.
Favorite score?
Score.
Scorer?
Yeah.
Ooh, John Williams. He's done the
John,
most. Yeah.
Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer and Michael.
Hans Zimmer's like the new
Michael
age.
Giacchino. I think that I don't know how you pronounce his name, but he did the score for Up, and he did other movies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like
He's a
I
Pixar
love.
guy.
Okay, like a lot of people don't appreciate him as much, but my
know him.
favorite are
He's good.
Hans Zimmer. I haven't. Hold on. Continue. I'm gonna
Hans
continue
Zimmer.
about like.
Well,
Tom.
my favorite score for any movie is. Oh, I love the Her score by Arcade Fire.
Oh, they don't have it on.
They don't have it on it, but I know. But you could find it on the internet. But
Oh, really?
it's
Yeah,
like,
I know, but it's like.
It's better to have it Spotify,
But-
I love the Internal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind score. That's my favorite movie of all
Thomas
time.
Newman.
John Bryan did Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah.
John Bryan.
Thomas Newman is like awesome. Is like awesome. Who did this guy? Oh, it's right there. Alexandra Desplat. Harry Potter.
Oh, John Williams also did Harry Potter.
This is my
the first
favorite.
one.
Yeah.
He one that
Lily's
created the.
theme, you should listen to that. I don't know
Okay.
why I like it so much. And of course, James Newton Howard. I think that's his name from Hunger Games.
And Alex Silvestri did Forrest Gump and the Gremlins. Okay, but we'll do that. We'll do a whole score thing.
Okay, we're
one
gonna
day.
do a whole. Okay,
Yeah,
we need to write
we'll do
this down.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, but okay, I said Gone Girl. What's your
Okay.
number 6?
6. Dawn of Planet of the Apes.
All right, cool.
I love that movie. It is amazing. It's like it brings you to like action, like your heart is beating, and then it brings you to tears, even though they're animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the fact like we were so excited about it when we got in, and then we come out even more excited. It's like going to sleep when you're tired, and then waking up when you're even more tired.
I'm making a last minute change.
No, you can't. You're done. There's no more changes.
I just did, but
What's
no,
your
now
6?
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Really? Yeah, we agree with something. Yeah.
Like you said, it's amazing. Apes on horses with guns.
Oh
Bam!
my god, that made the movie.
Yes. The whole social commentary is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It took the first one and it just blew it to a whole new level.
It's just like
No.
Okay, here's one. Here's Rise of the Planet of the Apes. This is my interpretation of it. The director is like, okay, here's a little snippet.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a little tease, even though everybody thought it made the movie. No! And then you come into the next one, and then he's like, boom, here.
Yeah.
This is why you're getting it.
Not ape.
It went from one word to everything.
Yeah, it was.
It went from
so
you are not ape. It went from you're not family. I mean, it went from no to you're not family.
Yeah, it's so good. It's like, oh
They
man.
express so much meaning.
And the actors unknown, but
Yeah.
they did great.
The whole time just doing this.
Yeah, but it was just wow. And Gary Oldman, okay.
That was your 6. Okay,
But it's
my
also
5.
not in the top 5 because it's an action movie.
Yeah,
not my
that's
favorite
the
type of
only
movie
reason,
unless
yeah.
they have a little something special. It did have that special thing with the monkeys and everything, just the whole performances. But I don't know.
Okay,
I just the last minute thing.
So here's my 5. Guardians of the Galaxy.
5.
5. I'm sorry, but I had
Wow.
to. Yeah,
Number 5.
because like you were obsessed with it, Mister.
Oh
and
my
you kind of
God.
ruined it for me.
How? By
You're-
being obsessed with it?
Yeah, you were too into it.
I was into it from the first day when the poster came out. I was like, yes, poster.
Yeah, I know, that's why. And I'm like, yo, come on.
I
Okay.
loved it from the
Okay,
beginning.
I know, but Guardians of the Galaxy, amazing movie.
Yeah.
Action, comedy,
Here's the thing. Like,
adult jokes that I couldn't laugh at because parents were there.
I recently watched it again with my little cousin and his mom, my aunt, and he's like 7,
7, yeah.
and he was asking me questions every second because I don't know, he's just that type of kid.
No, he's at 7.
Yeah,
so
like
that's when
every
you ask-
kid's like
yeah.
that. Like, what's happening? And I'm like, usually for any other movie that would like, God, I can't enjoy this. But for him, like he asked me, and I was like, he's excited about this. I'm gonna tell him what's happening. This movie is worth understanding.
Yeah.
And while watching, I was like, yeah, ask me another question because I love this movie so much. It's great. I asked him
Is that your
afterwards.
number?
What?
I think I know what
I asked him afterwards, like how he liked it because I had to miss the last half. But I asked him like, oh, and he loved it, and I was like, oh, you like Baby Groot? And he was like, yeah, he was dancing. I was like, yes.
Oh, yes, Baby Groot is
Baby
awesome.
Baby Groot. Oh God, it's such a good movie. I am Groot. I cried. That's the first superhero movie that I cried in. That's the only superhero movie that I've cried in.
Yeah.
It's so good. I cried in the X-Men trailer, but
Oh,
this
yeah.
is the first superhero.
You can't.
Yeah.
But, like, literally, family. Again, the whole
Yeah.
family thing.
And when they hold
how
hands. Groot,
And, like,
the Groot tree.
Groot's just, like,
oh
Groot's
God,
just-
it's so good.
It's like, okay.
But Pratt
talking about it.
can control, like, Pratt's a leading man. Hollywood has agreed with me. Thank goodness. Zoe Saldana, Batista. Some WWE comes in, does comedy, does it amazingly. The guy that takes things too seriously.
It's like
Drax.
I know. It's like I know that.
Yeah.
I know that. Okay.
I'm saying
I know Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper, yeah.
It's like WWE.
Yeah.
In that it's like
And Vin Diesel.
a model in Paper Towns, Cara Delevingne.
Yeah. And
A
then
model could act.
this,
Whoa!
you know who acted as the raccoon? Like who did the actual like
No.
It was the director's brother.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And Merle.
Merle?
Yeah. He's in it. Oh, what's his name? Yondu.
Oh my God, he is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, remember?
Not Merle, his girlfriend, but
No,
as
Merle.
in Merle from The Walking Dead.
Yes. Amazing job. in the
Daryl's
movie, too.
brother, Daryl.
Dahil. That's how. That's how. If Daryl was in the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings world, they pronounce his name Dahil.
That's so annoying. He did
That's
that
amazing.
like when we went to Hot Topic because I was gonna go get like figurines for my nerd shelf. The whole time he was like Daryl.
Dahil. You
Dahil.
don't say R. I was doing the British accent. Oh, They just skip syllables. They're too lazy.
Like hello,
Ah-oh.
Daryl.
Do you like the ah-oh? Okay, let's
Yeah,
move
it was
on.
so annoying the whole time.
Okay, so
Okay, wait, that was my 5. What's your 5?
my 5
Cinco.
from the recent Switch. It was before number 6, but now it's number 5. The Theory of Everything.
No!
Starring Eddie Raymond and Felicity Jones.
You threw me off so much.
I know.
I know what your number 1 is now, but I don't know where your 2 and 3 is.
I love this movie so much. I know some people find biopics boring and it's slow paced, but I love that. I love seeing how Eddie Murray's performance.
Beautiful.
You know what? Best actor. Maybe at least
I
second
would
running.
give it to him
Because he had to physically contort his body.
Okay. I was watching oh my gosh, my butt's sweating. I was watching an interview, and they were like, they were talking about it, and like Eddie Redmayne didn't mention a thing about that, but the director came in, and he's like, for hours, every day, he had to sit like Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, that's the energy.
Hours.
And to stay in character.
To, like, go like this. He had to like...
And to give a performance to emote emotion without talking or moving your face that much. Wow, that's just Jesus Christ. And Felicity Jones, great job.
Imagine how it felt to cry. I bet like he really wanted to cry because he had to be like that. But like the crying moments
when they do the water
really
scene, when they're giving him water, and when he's choking, it's great. And I love how in the movie they go through how they tell the story and everything.
Yeah.
And the last scene where he's in the theater and he's giving a performance and I cried so much.
That made me cry so like there were so many moments where I cried. Like that was the first movie in a long like I cried a little bit in Interstellar, of course, but it takes a lot for me to cry in a movie. Yeah. And when I watched that, I was crying and I felt so inspired.
Yes. And these top 5, these are the movies that did something to me that made me want to do something. Like this one, after watching it, I wanted to write.
I literally wrote. I planned my first piece of music on that day.
I just was inspired. I was like, yes, this is when a movie changes you, when it encourages you just to do something, when it makes you feel something and makes you act on it. That's just an amazing movie. So,
all right, Quattro, Boyhood.
Wow, 4. Okay, yeah. My 4.
This is top 5.
Is
wait, we haven't even talked about Boyhood. Boyhood.
Yeah.
Beautiful movie. It follows the story of a boy. I am incredibly like the sister in many ways, especially when she starts being my age and when she gets a little bit older than my age and when she gets older. Yeah. I am like exactly like her, and it's literally rewatching his life. Like I was rewatching our life except with like better parents and like we had like a better like we didn't have that.
But there were like little inches like things that kind of happen. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they sort of go to the extreme for him. Yeah. But it's kind of, in a way, it happened. We can relate to it. It was
a minimal thing for us. But it didn't go that extreme for us, but it did go.
We can relate to it.
Oh my God, like, the last stepdad he had.
Yeah. Or
like, the whole barely seeing your dad thing. Mm-hmm. Or the whole moving away from your dad thing. The whole dad, like, I'll be there for you, even if I have to drive 5,000 miles. It would just be a longer trip. It's literally our life again.
It's
rewatching him grow up. And it starts exactly when I was born, pretty much.
It's just, I know, watching that movie, I was like, oh, you're gonna make me go through all this again, and I'm laughing, and I'm crying, and I'm just like going up, and the music too, it starts with Coldplay Yellow.
Oh yes, which is kind of and I'm gonna love this movie.
It's like kind of a baby song, in a way, like you're getting into the music, then it goes into more rock stuff, like he's a kid, and then it ends with Deep Blue, Arcade Fire, my favorite band right now. It's just the movie of the early 2000s, and it's sending that message, like, the whole 2000s, this decade, I think the problem is, and we kind of talked about this, is like, we're afraid of everything being okay, because in a way, it kind of is, even though it's not, because we've gone through so much, and now things are kind of settling out. Like, for him, he's in college, and he's settling out, and it's like, everything's okay. What do I do now? Just feel the moment. Don't try to be it. Don't do anything. Just feel it out. Be what you want to be. And he's trying to be a photographer. Ridiculous. I'm trying to be a comedian. Ridiculous. What's happening here?
Okay. One thing. Here's a little snippet. One of his stepbrothers reminded me their relationship with each other. It reminded me of one of the friends that I was friends with too, and like he was pretty cool. And then he was like best friends. Yeah. That was his like last best friend, pretty much. David or Spoon.
Oh, we got him Spoon. Oh man.
There was this one time where we were in a house in Palmdale.
Oh my
and
God.
we were in the side and like we found a roly-poly. We're like, we're gonna make a playground.
We made a house.
We made a house and we were gonna make a playground.
And that house
David was
killed the roly-poly.
Okay, let me tell you a story. Okay, so we found this roly-poly and we're like, let's build a play yard and a house for it. So, and of course I was like 5, so
Yeah.
I was up for it, of course. And then it was the saddest moment of my life, believe it or not. David was holding the roly-poly, and he was holding the house, which was like a really big pointy rock. And then he accidentally dropped that rock
The house
on
killed
the roly-poly,
roly-poly.
and you just like pick it up, and then so we used the house as a
a
gravestone, and we buried it. And I like wanted to cry so bad.
Oh man.
I was a little 5-year-old, and I was crying at everything at
Yes.
that age. And I was so sad, and that was the best moment and like most memorable moment of it. That made my life.
That feeling of childhood,
Yeah.
of like that ups, like, oh, we're making
But
a
it
house
made
for
us, like,
roly-poly,
made us laugh
imagination,
so
yes.
much.
And then we make a grave for it, and it's just dying, and we're aware of that, but it's so weird that we're aware of that. We have so much innocence in
I'm
us.
5.
Yes.
And I know what death is.
And this movie captures that.
Yeah.
That's
like
amazing.
literally watching Boyhood was rewatching his point of view.
Yeah.
Because I already knew a lot from his point of view, because when we were younger, I was very close to him.
Yeah.
And as he got older, like when he turned 13,
Separate.
it was completely a separation, and I barely knew anything. And in the movie, they pretty much show I barely know anything about this kid. And then when he got older, when he turned like 15, is when like everybody started getting in, and we're like, okay.
Yeah.
And that's when I got close to him.
And there's,
And I know like
there are parts where he
it's exactly
said,
the
when he
same.
goes on like a little rant about Facebook and stuff and how he
He's
got
said
rid of
that.
it.
He's
I
literally
said
said
the exact
that.
same things. I want to live life. I don't want to live through screens. I made a whole song about it.
You
I don't
did.
want to live through screens, blue screens. Check it out. And his whole
God.
first relationship. What happened? Another
Nothing.
guy?
Yeah,
What?
that's the same thing that happened to you. That's the time that I got close to you when you started
Yes.
when you started dating her. Is like the time where something snapped,
And
and
then-
that's when I got close to him.
And when they end the relationship, one of the next scenes is he's in his car and he's listening to Trojans by Atlas, something like that. Same song came out this time that I'm listening to. There's Trojans in my. I'm like,
Okay,
oh,
yeah,
God.
literally rewatching our life. Okay,
I'm gonna watch it again.
which I want to watch it too. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is number 4. Wait, okay. So, didn't we just do number 4?
Yeah, I did mine. I said Boyhood. What's your 4?
Okay, what did I just say before? Theory of Everything?
Yeah.
Okay, so my number 4 is
He's very
Oh,
bad at
Birdman,
making ones.
Birdman.
Birdman, all right.
Birdman. She did not watch.
I really want to watch it.
The score is weird.
Really? That's good.
It's drumming.
Good.
The whole movie's just drums.
Good.
Probably more drums than Whiplash, which is about drumming. It's just jazz drumming, but it's such a weird. It's a movie that I wish you watched because we probably talked about it for a long time. But it's like Hollywood versus New York City. Being an actor, Michael Keaton, a superhero, you're known for Batman. He's known as Birdman. He doesn't want that anymore, so now he's trying. But that messes with his mind, and in the way in the movie, he's kind of like a weird, like, not psychopath, but like he has this other brain, like schizophrenic. Like he has his brain in his mind. He's like talking to himself through his brain. He has these weird
Smeagol.
powers. Yes, like she said, I'm kind of made something like this.
You're
where
exactly
I'm like freaking
Smeagol.
out. Like I'm talking to myself. Like stop talking to me. And then, but the whole Hollywood thing, it's like I'm kind of related to it. Like the whole like, it sucks. It's dirty. This whole business. Like what am I doing here? The acting, Edward Norton. Oh my god, it's so good. And the whole movie feels like one shot. There's 3 cuts, I think, in the whole movie. They're just following them around. It's like living with them, and it's so good. It's like,
Imagine messing up well.
it surprises me,
that.
and the ending just leaves you like wondering, like, oh, whoa, what just happened? Emma Stone's amazing in it.
Emma Stone's in it?
Oh yeah,
Really?
she's great.
I
in
wanna
it.
watch it now.
Emma Stone,
I love
Zach
Emma
Galifianakis,
Stone.
Fat Jesus,
I know
amazing
who
in the
Fat
movie.
Jesus is.
Oh man.
I love Emma Stone. I watched.
Yeah, Emma Stone's great.
I watched it quite. I watched that movie and that movie and.
Okay, but yeah, it's a good movie. Watch it if you haven't watched it.
Well,
Gonna
we
be
just-
nominated. Michael Keaton is probably gonna win Best Actor. I'd give Edward Norton Best Supporting Actor for his performance. It was amazing.
Okay, so who do you think is gonna be best actor right now? You think it's gonna be Michael Keaton or
Eddie Redmayne is gonna be a close call, but I think Michael Keaton because he's Michael Keaton and people. It's a popularity thing too, and the whole movie too. It's
Wait,
just
who else though? Who else?
David Oyelowo.
What about Benedict Cumberbatch?
He's gonna be nominated.
He's
They
not
haven't
gonna get
announced
it,
it yet though. We're gonna do the Golden Globe predictions afterwards. We'll see what happens.
Cumberbatch will not get it.
No, he's not gonna get it.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be Michael Keaton most likely, just because he's making a comeback. He might be in the next King Kong movie.
Or,
Yeah, Skull Island.
Okay,
But yeah.
Number 3. Oh my God, we're getting up there. 3. Gone Girl.
Okay. We talked about it.
I talked about it. I said
say whatever
it
you
amazed me. Yeah. Go on. Your turn.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah. That because we already talked about it.
Okay. Yeah. 3. Let's go with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, okay.
Number 3.
Yes, I got one right.
It's really interchangeable, but it's just we talked about it.
I
loved it.
He's upset. Okay. 2. Interstellar.
Oh, wow.
First movie that made me cry a little bit. I didn't watch that many like great movies. I didn't watch the ones that he watched, the 3 movies. Which
But a lot of them weren't even in my top 10.
I know, but like those 3 movies would have changed my list.
Yeah. I mean, Whiplash and Nightcrawler. I wish I watched them.
I really want to watch Whiplash.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Nightcrawler he's gonna get nominated.
Interstellar was really good.
Okay.
And like the whole kid thing, like you can't see my kids; they're old.
And Whiplash, he's gonna get Miles Teller might get nominated, and J.K. Simmons is gonna get nominated for supporting actor. Okay, so that was your number 2.
Mm-hmm.
My number 2, Skeleton Twins. We talked about it. Amazing movie.
He loved it.
And what's your number 1?
My number 1 is The Theory of Everything.
Nice.
I'm gonna talk about it.
Okay.
The Theory of Everything is, of course, the movie about Stephen Hawking and starring Eddie Redmayne. I really hope that he wins supporting actor because he deserves it.
You mean main actor?
What?
Felicity Jones supporting actress.
Oh, I mean, I hope he wins Best Actor. Mm-hmm. Oh, he is amazing in that movie. He deserves it. The acting that he does, like the whole thing, like my thing with The Walking Dead is like they say so much with so little words.
Yeah, that's true.
Eddie Redmayne says so much with no words. I love it. It made me so inspired that because for a long time before watching the movie, I wanted to write like a piece of music, just completely instrumental, just for a saxophone. And that day I started planning it. It's gonna be called. There's a whole process that I'm going through. I'm writing the rhythm first, and then blah blah. It's gonna be called Falling, and then right now I have started the rhythm, but like that day I was like planning it and everything. I was like, when should I start? Blah blah. That movie inspired me to do what I wanted to do, to do what I wanted to do what I want to do in the future. It inspired me to do what I want to what I love.
Yeah.
It made me passionate. It made me aware. It made me cry. Like the whole last section. It's a beautiful movie. So the score and like the whole stair scene.
Yeah.
And like he can't like hold his kid.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the whole ending.
Yeah.
How it starts where he's rolling.
Yes. Oh, the bike. He starts on wheels. But
and like the whole how they go into it, how they inform you about this. They're very informative in the movie, and they're saying, "Please."
Yeah, and that's like, so it's like a movie you'll look back on like years from now and say that was a changing point.
That movie, changed my life, literally.
It was the movie of the year for you.
Yeah.
Cool. Mine is Boyhood.
Yeah, thought so. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it one day in the future and say,
that was my life, son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, oh my God, that's gonna be awesome. Thank you, Richard Linklater. That was my life. Son. Thanks for making that.
Like, if you have a daughter, don't even. I hope I have 2 boys in the future, because I only want 2 kids.
This is that weird uncle's life. Don't do what he did.
Yeah, don't do what he did. I'll just go here. Don't do what he did. Do what I did in the beginning. That's your life. Good job. Go live. But like, ask about butterflies or what moths. Yeah, moths. Yeah,
in the beginning.
Yeah, and I'm like, just imagine it, because in the future, in like, how old are you? 10 years, maybe a little more. You might have a kid and you might have a son, and let's say you have a son and a daughter. They're literally reliving it, but you're gonna make it hopefully better.
Yeah, I mean, I hope.
Hopefully, please.
Yeah, but it's the thing. It's one of those things. Raising kids, you don't want to be your parents, but that's all you know.
Yeah.
So
Oh my God, where did I read that? Or where did I hear it? Okay, I heard this thing somewhere where it's like, these kids don't want to be their parents, or like these kids don't want to leave their kids, or these kids don't want to have. No, I think I actually said it. Wow.
As I have said.
As I have said, like these kids don't want to be their parents because like they left them or they abandoned them or they came back in like after like 10 years.
Black
or
lifestyle.
they're terrible.
Sorry. Latino too.
they were terrible parents, or like they're abusive, or they were like there, they were help, or like they were there and there were two there. There were two there.
But it's just they're not there.
No, they are there.
Oh, well, emotionally.
Yeah.
Well, that's another.
Wait, no, they're rich.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. And I'm like, and this is a whole thought process that came on at like 4 a.m. The other day because I woke up and I couldn't go back to sleep. Where I'm like, and then like at the very end of the conversation, I'm like, these kids don't want to be their parents because of all these reasons, but it's all they know. So how are they gonna how are they supposed to base something else? That's why movies are a really good thing. Because,
yeah,
like, they show you something else.
It's another parent.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm kind of parenting you and showing
like,
you these movies.
Watching the Shade Tards,
which
is awesome. YouTube channel. That's literally watching another family. Yeah. It's helping you.
That was for me when I watched it. I was like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I have another. They don't know me, but in a way they do. Thank you for making that stuff. Thank you to people that.
Thank you.
Entertainment's a great thing.
Thank you, Charles Trippy.
Oh yeah.
Even through his divorce, he still vlogged. Thank you. Even when he got back together and like he made a whole video about it. Thank you, Shaytards. Thank you. Even if you don't blog that much, like Pointless Blog, Jim Chapman, Thatcher Joe, Zoella, Rachel, Colleen, other people. All these people like really helped in tough situations.
Other friends, and in a way, that's kind of what we want to be too.
PewDiePie.
Yeah, even you go crazy, but it's like, hey, you're awesome. You're helping me just by being around.
Yeah.
By entertaining me, by making me laugh, you're reminding me that everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And that's at the end of the day, I feel like that's what successful entertainment is. If you stand behind your art and your art's not hurting anybody, and if it's helping somebody, then it's great.
Yeah, it's like watching them really helps when I'm like down or feeling.
So that was our movies of the year, Theory of Everything, and Boyhood. I'm proud of it.
Boyhood.
Good year.
I think I'm gonna change. I want to change something. I'm gonna put Boyhood up to number 2.
Okay.
Move everything down. 1. Selma's off the list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. But movies of the year. That was cool.
I want to watch Boyhood again.
Yeah, I do. Me too. I want to watch it like together, just on the screen, but it's coming out soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be on Redbox or something. But thank you for buying it with your money.
Yeah.
On iTunes, or else we wouldn't have been talking about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
To the people who gave me iTunes cards for my birthday.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go through the Golden Globes real quick.
Also for Spotify Premium.
Yeah, let's go through the Golden Globes real quick.
Okay.
This is just, we're gonna go through all of it. If we don't know who they are, we're just gonna guess which one's the coolest name.
All right.
Best supporting actor in a series, miniseries, or TV movie.
Okay, you read the first one or second. Yeah.
Okay.
Hand it off.
Okay. Bill Murray, Olive Kitteridge. I love Bill Murray. John.
Wait. What's this for?
Best supporting actor in series, miniseries, or TV movie. Okay. So I'm going by actor, which one I like. Okay. John Voight and Ray Donovan. I know who he is. He was in Kangaroo Jack.
I know who Ray Donovan is.
Matt Bomer, The Normal Heart. Alan Cumming, Hilarious Guy, The Good Wife. Colin Hanks, Fargo. I'm gonna go with Bill Murray. He's Bill Murray. Best supporting actress. Who do you go with?
Best. Oh, yeah, same.
Okay.
Best actress in a miniseries or TV movie: Jessica Lange, American Horror Story Freak Show. Maggie Gyllenhaal, The Honorable Woman.
Oh, I love her.
Frances McDormand, Olive Kitteridge, Allison Tolman, Fargo, and Frances O'Connor, The Missing. Ooh, Frances O'Connor's on there. All right, yeah.
Who's that?
I don't know. I go with the same one as you will, which is Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, I love Maggie so much. A lot of people, I just find her real. But a lot of people don't agree.
Is this how you...
This is how I feel when I see Maggie. Okay, best actor in a mini-series or TV movie. Martin Freeman, Fargo, Martin Freeman. Yay! Matthew McConaughey, True Detective. Woody Harrelson, True Detective.
Oh, really?
Billy Bob Thornton. I love Billy Bob. Fargo. Mark Ruffalo, The Normal Heart. I'm going to go with Matthew McConaughey, True Detective, because I love McConaughey. I'm going to watch True Detective, but it's on HBO.
I'll say Martin Freeman.
Cool. Fargo's a good movie. I heard this show is really good. Best actress.
Best. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, that worked out. Yeah, it's still gonna work out. Best actress in a TV series, musical, or comedy. There are no good musicals. Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Oh, I love her.
Veep.
Seinfeld.
Eddie Falco, or I don't know how you pronounce your name. People's parents, stop naming your kids weird. Jeez. Edie Falco, Nurse Jackie.
Oh, I heard this.
Gina Rodriguez, Jane the Virgin. Lena Dunham, Girls. Oh, okay.
Heard of her.
Taylor Schilling,
Heard
Orange
good.
is the New Black. I'm gonna go with Taylor Schilling just because I heard Orange is the New Black is an amazing movie.
Me too.
I mean, movie show.
I'm gonna go with what was it? What'd you say? Best actress in TV series, musical, or comedy. I'm gonna go with Julia Louis-Dreyfus because Seinfeld. We skipped one.
No, we didn't.
Best TV series.
No, we didn't.
Movie or miniseries. Olive Kitteridge, Fargo, The Missing, True Detective, Normal Heart. I'm gonna go True Detective because I heard it's really good.
Wait, name them again.
Olive Kitteridge, Fargo, The Missing, True Detective, The Normal Heart.
What's The Missing? Hold on, I think I know The Missing.
Okay, well, then we're
Okay,
gonna,
I'll go with True Detective.
okay, but this is Best Actor in TV series, musical, or comedy. Don Cheadle, House of Lies. Don Cheadle, he's in Hotel Rwanda and Hotel for Dogs.
Oh, really? That guy?
Illuminati, yeah. It's just a comedy improv thing. He was really good. He has that like one
What
on
show is it?
House of Lies. It's an improv
I
thing.
know what that is.
William H. Macy, Shameless. Ricky Gervais, Derek. I don't know about him.
I know who he is.
Jeffrey Tambor, Transparent. Louis C.K. Louis C.K. I love Louis. He's everybody's favorite. comedian.
Ricky Jarvis. That sounds familiar.
Ricky Gervais.
Gervais?
Yeah, he was in the Muppets.
Yeah, that's where
Okay.
I know him. Okay, same, Louis.
Okay, cool. Here. Oh, you already did the Best Actress one. Because we skipped this one. So do Best TV Series, the last one.
No, we didn't do Best Actors in TV series drama.
Yeah. we
No,
just
we
did.
didn't.
No, I mean the last one I had it on. This one. The last one, right here.
Okay, that confuses me. Okay, I'm going to pull it up, though.
Okay.
Best TV series, musical, or comedy. Orange is the New Black, Girls, Jane the Virgin, Transparent, or Silicon Valley.
Oh, God. I would like women, but I'm going to go with Silicon Valley. Because TJ Miller, Kumail. He did a voice for Walking Dead Season 2, which is surprising. I'm not going to do it, but...
Okay, Orange is the New Black,
Okay.
because I've heard it's a very good show,
Yeah.
as I said. Should I do this one again, because it's actress? Wait, did we
Which
do
one?
that? We did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
so-
scrolling down. We're supposed to scroll up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's confusing. That's annoying. I hate it.
We just did
Get out of here.
that one. Okay, so we're going to do Best Actor in a TV Series or Drama. Kevin Spacey. Beautiful man.
Is he very spacey?
He was in The American Beauty.
That's how we started.
Clive Owen, The Nick. James Spader, The Blacklist. I love James Spader. He's doing the voice of Ultron, Avengers Age of Ultron. Dominic West. What are you more excited for, Avengers or Star Wars?
Avengers.
Star Wars. Okay.
Yeah.
Dominic West, The Affair, or Liev Schreiber, Ray Donovan. I'm going to go Kevin Spacey, House
Same.
of Cards.
Because he's very spacey.
Last one, Best Actress.
Viola Davis, How to Get Away with... I've heard of this show. How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Claire Danes, Homeland.
Claire Danes.
Yeah. Juliana Margulies, Good Wife. Robin Wright, House of Cards.
Ugh.
Ruth Wilson, The Affair.
Robin Wright was the girl in Forrest Gump.
I
Okay.
Claire Danes.
I'm gonna go Robin Wright. She does great in that show. Best TV series drama. Downton Abbey. See, they don't say downtown. They say down because it's British. Down Abbey. The Affair. Game of Thrones. House of Cards. The Good Wife. I'm gonna go House of Cards.
Game of Thrones.
All right, go for the nerds. Here's yours. Best original. Want to do score? I'll do song.
I'll do score.
Okay, I'll do song.
Of course.
Best original song. Big Eyes with big lips.
Lana Del Rey. You
so
have
subjective.
to say her
I know,
name.
that's mean.
She deserves it. She's the best person ever.
Yeah, I feel terrible about what I just
Yeah.
did. Selma, Noah, Annie, Blanny. What are you talking about? Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1.
Yes.
You're going with that
I
one?
love. Okay, wait.
How's it go?
If you don't make fun of it, my friend will kill you. Okay. Okay. Wait. Let me say something about it. If you don't like it,
It's
listen
good.
to
I
the
like it.
if you listen to the music. There's this one part in it where there's like this random baritone part where it's like doo right in the middle of it. And the first time I heard it with my friend, because like not while we were watching it, after when we were trying to like create stuff for it, we heard it and we literally like looked at each other, screamed, paused the video, went back and listened to it again because it's so amazing, like what they did to write the music for it, the whole takeover thing. Find it on Spotify. James Newton Howard.
I'm gonna choose that one too. It's the only part of the movie that I was moved in.
Okay.
There you go. Last one, best score.
Best original score, motion picture.
Yeah.
I know
what I'm
all
going
of
for.
these and they're all good. As I said earlier,
Yeah.
Alexandra Desplat.
The Imitation Game.
Desplat. I'm gonna call it that. Johansson.
The Theory of Everything.
Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross, Gone Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Antonio Sanchez, Birdman. And Hans Zimmer, Interstellar. This is really hard because I love all of these, except I haven't heard Birdman.
Birdman, I don't even know how I made it in. It's not that good. It's just drums.
You don't know that. Listen, I will listen to
No,
it.
I mean, it's good, but it's weird. I mean, I don't...
It's perfect for the movie then. Hold on. This is
Kind
hard.
of.
I haven't heard The Imitation Game, so I'm gonna...
It's bold. It's bold.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've
the
heard
drum
that.
stuff.
Um,
The Imitation Game's kind of a standard,
Interstellar,
but it's
Gone
good.
Girl, Theory of Everything. What do you pick? Okay, I don't know.
It's for me. It's between Imitation, Gone Girl. I mean, Imitation, Interstellar, and
Theory.
yeah, I'm gonna go Theory.
I'm gonna say Interstellar.
Okay.
No, it's too...
Oh, but what's gonna win?
Oh, what's gonna win?
Yeah, what do you think?
Interstellar.
Okay, let's write down our predictions.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, for this one, at least put Interstellar and Theory of Everything.
Okay,
so
score,
Johansson.
Score is gonna be Interstellar.
Yeah, Interstellar or Theory of Everything. I think it's gonna be pretty close.
I think it's gonna be.
I think Hans Zimmer.
Which one is the other one? Let me see. It's gonna be. It's gonna either who's gonna win is either gonna be Hans Zimmer or Trent Reznor,
Who's
which is
that?
Gone Girl. Just because he's Trent Reznor, I'm gonna say it's
That's
gonna be
true.
Interstellar because Hans Zimmer.
Yeah.
Best picture. I mean, best original song.
We put
It's gonna.
James Newton Howard. I think that's his
Who's
name.
gonna win best original song? Hunger Games, Selma, or Big Eyes?
Selma or Hunger Games.
Which one do you think is gonna win? I think they're gonna give credit to. Selma might not win anything though,
I don't think Selma's gonna win.
so I think they'll give it to song.
They might. Okay.
I'm gonna give them the song. That's my
Okay.
guess. What's your guess?
We put like I and then C. So
Okay.
like yeah.
See.
I think I'm gonna say Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay, so Hunger
James Newton
Games.
Howard. Yeah.
Hunger Games. Okay.
I hope that's. I'm gonna check just because I've been saying that a lot.
Okay. Motion picture, best original song. We don't care about TV.
Okay, not TV.
Yeah. TV, whatever.
Yes,
Um,
yes. Oh yeah, he did the score for The Village.
So we did those. So now let's do best screenplay.
Hold on. I have to make sure that it's. Oh wait, it's okay.
Okay.
Oh wait, this is the wrong playlist.
Okay, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah. it's
Wes
James Howard.
Anderson, The Grand Budapest Hotel. Gillian Flynn, Gone Girl. Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu, Nicolas Birdman.
Okay, I got this.
Wait, what are you?
I'm just kidding.
Richard Linklater, Boyhood. Graham Moore, The Imitation Game. I'm gonna go with
Wait, what's this for?
best screenplay.
Screenplay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Birdman.
I haven't watched Birdman, so I can't vote that. Boyhood.
Okay, so you think Boyhood?
Best director's next.
Yes.
Okay, best director, motion picture. Ava DuVernay, Selma.
Okay.
Wes Anderson, The Grand Budapest Hotel. Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu, Birdman. I said that so well. David Fincher, Gone Girl, and Richard Linklater, Boyhood.
Richard Linklater.
Yeah. Dang it. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Boyhood's gonna win both though, because that's like really big. That's a
Best
really
director
big
and best
honor.
movie.
Yeah.
Okay, it's either gonna be Linklater or
Gone Girl, David Fincher.
Fincher or Alexandra. Because the
Alejandro?
Birdman, it's all one.
Oh yeah, put
Shot.
Alejandro on there.
Okay.
Okay, put Gone Girl, Birdman.
Gone Girl, Birdman,
and
okay,
Boyhood.
yeah.
And Boyhood.
Okay. And Boyhood and
Yeah.
Gone Girl. Okay. What's the next one?
Best Supporting Actress in a Motion Picture.
Okay, that's interesting.
Jessica Chastain, A Most Violent Year.
Didn't watch it.
Keira Knightley. I love her.
She did
I
great.
don't love her, but she's alright.
She's
The
a little
Imitation
mouse.
Game. Patricia Arquette. Which one's that one? In Boyhood.
Patricia Arquette, she's the mom.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's one. Meryl Streep. Mint Into the Woods. And Emma Stone, Birdman. I'm going to go with Emma Stone because I love Emma Stone, but I don't think she's going to win. It's probably going to be Meryl or Patricia Arquette.
They're gonna give it to.
Imagine if Emma Stone won.
She's not gonna.
She's not going to win, but I would love if she would.
They're gonna give it to Meryl.
Yeah, they're going to give it to Meryl.
Okay, next one.
Best Foreign Language Film. Ida.
I've heard some. Which one?
First one.
Oh no. I'm seeing all of them. They're none of them. No, yeah, skip it. Ida's gonna win.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Best Animated Feature Film. The Lego Movie. How to Train Your Dragon 2. Big Hero 6. The Book of Life. And The Box Trolls.
Okay, they
Big Hero
can-
6 or the
I think-
or the Lego Movie or How
I
to Train
think-
Your Dragon.
They're killing off the big production, the one Pixar and DreamWorks, and they're gonna give it to Lego.
Yes. Okay.
We both
That's
agree?
good. Yeah.
Okay.
Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical,
Actor.
or Comedy.
Okay.
Didn't we say this? No, we didn't.
No.
Michael Keaton, Birdman.
Okay.
Bill Murray,
No.
Saint Vincent. Ralph Fiennes, The Grand Budapest Hotel. Christoph Waltz, Big Eyes. And Joaquin Phoenix, Inherent Voice, Vice.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Who do you think?
Michael Keaton.
Okay.
Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy.
Okay.
Julianne Moore. Julianne Moore. I want to watch this movie.
I'm waiting for it. It's gonna come out in like 2 weeks or something.
Good. Maps to the Stars. Amy Adams, Big Eyes. Emily Blunt, Into the Woods. Helen Mirren, The 100-Foot Journey. And Quentin Wallace, Annie.
Ew, what?
Annie's in there.
God, what are they doing?
Okay, well, hold
I
on.
wanna,
Okay.
I wanna see them. No, I know, I saw it. I wanna see. I think it's gonna be Best Actress.
Maps
They're
to the
giving
Stars.
Emily
Maps,
Blunt
Maps
the main.
to the Stars.
They're giving Emily Blunt the main thing, huh?
Yeah, she was one of the main ones.
She was one of them. They're all main ones.
That's true, but she was main because she
Okay.
had started with her.
Best Actress in a Motion Picture. Oh, okay, it's gonna be.
I think it's gonna be Julianne Moore. She has
Probably.
a really good chance of
Yeah.
winning. Yeah. I love Julianne.
Julianne, you say Julianne?
Julianne.
I'm gonna say Amy.
Amy? Yeah. Oh my God, Amy Adams.
Okay, next one.
I love Amy Adams as well. Hold on. Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Into the Woods. Birdman. The Grand Budapest Hotel. Saint Vincent and Pride. Birdman.
Yeah.
Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Drama. Eddie Redmayne, The Theory of Everything. Here's the big one. Steve Carell, Foxcatcher. Benedict Cumberbatch, The Imitation Game. David Oyelowo, Selma. Jake Gyllenhaal,
It's
Nightcrawler.
gonna be. Oh God.
Eddie Redmayne. I'm gonna put it on there. Just
Jake might win, but I'm giving it to Eddie.
Eddie, please.
Okay, next one.
Eddie, that looks like Catsby.
Yeah.
I love Eddie Redmayne now.
And Best Motion Picture.
Best Actress in a Motion Picture Drama. Julianne Moore, Still Alice. Rosamund Pike, Gone Girl. Reese Witherspoon, Wild, maybe. Felicity Jones, The Theory of Everything. Jennifer Aniston, Cake. Get out of here, Jennifer.
Let me see.
What are you doing? So annoying. She's
Best
always there.
Actress.
Mhm.
Felicity Jones not supporting.
Nope. She's the main.
I'm gonna go with
She's the one talking at the end.
Julianne Moore. Julianne Moore got nominated for 2.
Yeah.
She
she's
might take that
amazing.
one.
She might take both.
I haven't heard of Map to the Stars. She's not gonna do that. But Best Actress Drama, I think Julianne's gonna win it.
Okay, wait, hold on. What are them again? What are they again?
Or or Reese.
Reese. Put Reese on there.
Okay, that's yours, Reese.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Best Motion Picture, Drama.
Okay.
Here's the Boyhood,
Boyhood.
Foxcatcher, The Imitation Game, Selma and the Theory of Everything.
Give me it to Boyhood.
Boyhood.
Yeah.
Boyhood. That's it.
Was there any supporting actor?
Supporting actor? Yeah, I think.
Which one?
Yeah, supporting actress and supporting actor.
Which one was actor?
Ethan Hawke, Boyhood.
We didn't do that one.
We didn't do that? Okay,
Yeah.
let's do this one. Did we do director?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Best supporting actor in a motion picture.
Mm-hmm.
Ethan Hawke, Boyhood. Robert Duvall, The Judge. Edward Norton, Birdman.
Oh, yes.
J.K. Simmons,
Oh,
Whiplash.
he's going to get it.
Mark Ruffalo, Fox.
J.K..
J.K., yeah. J.K.
J.K. Simmons, J.K. You don't win. Edward Norton.
Oh my God. Hey, what if they did that? No.
I want
Okay.
Amy Poehler to do that.
Yes. Best supporting actress in a motion picture. Jessica, we did this one.
Yeah, we
this
did that one.
Okay.
Did we? Yeah, we did. Did we?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
We did screenplay, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I remember.
That's it.
Okay. No TV.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool. Amy Poehler, Sunday, Golden Globes. We'll see how many we got right. Then we'll put this out Saturday.
Yeah.
So it'll be out.
Saturday?
It'll be out before the Golden Globes, yeah.
All right.
You know that already because if you heard all of this.
2 hours.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. We talked for that long.
that
It's
was good. I'm happy.
By the way, it's 12:38 a.m.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm proud.
I'm high five.
Yeah. Spike. But yeah, it's good. That it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you for joining us on our journey. You remember how we ended?
There's on YouTube. There's on SoundCloud.
This will be on YouTube and SoundCloud. Today we talked about TV shows, movies, Robin Williams, everybody else who died in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Bless their souls.
Quick. Just to finish off this whole year thing. Best moment of the year for you.
Best moment of the year. You go first.
Okay, my best moment, off the top of my head, started doing stand-up this year.
Best moment.
The whole story behind that, I'll say it someday. But
No, you should say right now.
should I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Wait, Mom's not coming home for a while.
Okay.
Oh my
Well-
gosh, we just said it was 12:38 and we're like, Mom's not coming home for a while.
Oh, well, I kind of want to save it though.
Say it. It's a good moment because of what we talked about this
Okay,
time.
yeah. This is wrapping up the whole 2014. It's a long.
This is 2014. Name it 2014.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like 2012.
Here's what happened. I forget the date. I can get
forget
it
the
though.
date.
But
But once upon a time.
I went through the whole thing. We talked about it before in the first hour about the
Why it's
whole
so cliche.
depression thing.
Mhm.
And when I started, the first thing I saw was there was a sign on the college that I go to, as part of high school. There was a poster and it said open mic night Thursday, in a cafeteria, and I was like, I'm gonna sign up for that. But I was really nervous, so I emailed the person. I was like, and they were like, oh, what do you want to do? I was like, comedy, and I feel like they laughed at that, and I was like, okay, whatever, and they said okay. But then that week, on Tuesday, I was sent to a psych ward.
Oh, yeah.
And I was there. I stayed the night in the hospital in an emergency room. And then I don't know, it sucked. Like,
Oh my god. Okay, the thing about my parents is that they don't tell us anything like about the other one.
it's kind of like
It's pretty
I kind
hard,
of get
so,
it, but I also don't get it.
So I'm like, okay, where's Christian? Because mom said, your dad's gonna take you to school the next day, and she's like, I'm with Christian right now. I'm like, oh, where's he? And then she completely ignores me and she doesn't even answer, and I have to find out like the next day right before going to school, and I'm all drowsy and everything, and our dad's like, your brother is with your mom in the hospital. I'm like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Did he die? That was my immediate thing. And then he's like, no, they didn't tell me anything. They were just like, and then mom, like when I came back from school, like I went to school and I'm like, oh my god, what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say anything. And then when I go back home and mom's there and I'm like, hey, what happened? She's like, oh, the doctors wanted to check out your brother. Done.
Yeah.
Done. We never talked about it ever again. And I'm like, but I don't know what happened because like you go to therapy and then I don't see you for the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
I'm
it
like,
was,
wow. Thanks for telling me.
I'm not gonna go into intricate details of everything because
Yeah.
I'm not I would, but I'm not 18 yet.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not allowed or something.
No,
but
yeah.
even though it's my story, but it just started. I wasn't there. I went to therapy, and I don't know. It's just something happened. I said the wrong thing, and that got me. They got me in the hospital, and then I ended up had to transfer to a psych ward, and that whole thing. The whole time I'm freaking out about a quiz that I was going to take in a college class that I was going to miss. And because that's the thing about me, my brain, I need to be working. I don't like missing any work, even if I don't like it. I hated that I was gonna miss school, and at that point it hit me like, this is a junior year. Missing any of it, even though I don't really like it, I don't have any friends, it still kind of sucks because it's just like I like to be there, and that happened, and I had a project due and everything. And the biggest thing was the open mic thing, because for me I felt like if I don't do this, when am I ever gonna do it again? I have all this energy right now. I have the courage to do it. Next time it's not gonna be there, and I already signed up for it, so I had to go. And that's what pretty much I ended up in the psych ward in Bakersfield.
Oh, really? You went to Bakersfield?
Bakersfield.
Wow.
And yeah, I was driven there in an ambulance.
Oh my god.
Like I was in the back of an ambulance, sitting on those things that a dead person has been on that. I just thought about that right now. A dead person has been on that. They cleaned it with wipes that people clean their butts with and said, it's good. And I was on that, and trying to make me feel better. And I'm just there. I fall asleep for a little bit, then I wake up and I'm just like, I see on my feet, I see the cars outside. I'm like, I'm taking up space. Someone might be dying right now. And I'm just here being an emotional teenager. But I ended up there. Then I see all these other kids. A lot of Hispanic mostly, because Bakersfield, and also
what
that's
most
the type of
Hispanic kids go through.
Yeah, and they're kind of like the more crime. One of them was kind of like a crime type guy. One of them was like, he was like a little boy. Like, he was pretty cool. Most of the people were just depressed. And there was a bigger kid. I don't know. I feel like those guys, it's like we all knew what was happening, and we kind of joked about it, but at the same time, we were like, this isn't happening. We're normal. This is fine.
Yeah, okay. What we said earlier, this is the first time I'm hearing this too, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, we take things in a comedic way, the kids that, like, have gone through a lot, as even, like, I went through a life-changing thing when I was, like, 4, and, like, I could have gone through it if I was more understanding as a 1-year-old, but, like, when I was 4, like, this whole thing happened, and I, like, kind of changed the way it was, and I took serious things in a more comedic way, and I didn't, like, cry for sad things. I cried when I fell.
And that's the thing, the whole time in there I was thinking, oh, how can I make this into a joke? That's what I was doing. I was waiting, because I was determined to be out of there by Thursday, because the whole thing about that place is, when you go to psych ward, you have to stay for 3 days.
Really?
The fact that I got out within 24 hours is amazing. But, like, I pushed for it. Like,
oh, yeah. Mom's like, he's going to be back in 3 days. And I'm like,
yeah.
Thanks.
And I was like, nah. But I couldn't handle it. Like, no, I had to be back by Thursday. And it was also the day that you had your performance, right? Or was that another time?
That was...
No, it was that day. I remember. Because I came back. I was wearing the suit. A black suit. I remember. I don't know why, but I think that's the only place I had. And then I ended up going there. And I rushed back to your performance.
Oh, my God, yeah.
It was the same. I remember. It was so hectic. Then we went to go eat at that pizza place. What's it called?
Oh my God! It was the date. No wonder it was
next to Stater Brothers. Remember?
It was
what's it called?
Pizza Factory.
Pizza Factory. Yes.
Okay. We love that place, by the way. If you
delicious.
live like in our area, then go.
Yeah.
So I heard. Okay. That's your point of view that day. So that day, of course, I told you. I woke up. I'm like thinking, hey, where's my brother? And he's not here, and because that was before you started like the whole college and open mic thing. So I saw you every day.
Yeah.
And then, like, I go to school, and, like, my dad's taking me. He rarely takes me because he has work really early, so my mom takes me to school. And that was 7th grade. And this, the same day, I was already nervous. I was, like freaking out the whole day because it was my first performance in band with my saxophone and, like, this whole band thing. And first performance, beginning band, these pieces are really hard. And then, so I'm thinking about this, and I'm like, what? So I go to school and I go through the whole day, and then I go to band. Luckily, he puts a movie on for beginning band members. So we watch the movie and then we go to the next class and I come home and mom's like, blah blah blah, and I see you. I'm like, when I get ready and everything, and I go to the thingy, and then you see you come in. And I'm like, oh thank goodness he's here. Yeah, because I really wanted you to be there. This is my first time. First time doing this. Yeah, and that comforted me.
That was the other thing too. Like I thought about that. I remember thinking about that in the in the place, in that brick place. That place is so. You want me to feel better about myself, make it happy. It's just like,
I know, yeah. It's just
bricks. You feel like you don't belong, even though you're like everybody else in a way. But it's just, I don't know. The shower felt like prison at some point. Yeah, and I remember I had my mom came in. She gave me my stuff, and then my dad came in, and he's like at first I saw him. I'm like, I'm sorry that I'm here. Like I felt like I was a convict. Like I did something wrong, and I was.
Here's like the thing that really bothered me. My parents left me alone that day. Yeah. The day before my concert, my parents left me alone because my mom stayed. She stayed there, right? Like she stayed in a hotel or something.
She did? I didn't hear about that.
I don't know if she stayed. I think she came back home.
Yeah,
but I think she was like driving home. But I was home alone for a little bit, and I was like, what's happening? And I had to like practice because I had the performance next day, and I couldn't practice next day, of course. So I'm like, whoa, what's happening? And then
yeah. And I remember
insanity
when Dad came in. It was like the most childish moment in my life because I was sitting there coloring.
Really?
I look up and there's my dad, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what's happening here? And it's so weird. Like they go there, they strip you of everything. Like you don't have shoelaces or anything on your shorts and stuff, and I don't know. It was weird. Wow, and their nurses always there, and they pretend to play board games with you. I don't know. It was weird. And then you have a time to go to sleep, and then it's one of those weird times where I wanted to go to sleep because I wanted everything to go away. I spent one night there, I think, and I remember the breakfast. The best part was the Lunchables. Okay, yeah.
I forgot.
What else was there? Yeah, that whole thing, and then I left. I got out because my mom vouched for me and stuff like that, and then I ended up not having to do anything special, no medication and stuff. And I left. I missed school, so it was in the afternoon, but I made it barely on time. I had my car and everything. I got dressed, I got in my car, and I went to the college. And now I remember I had this spot there where I usually sit down and do work and stuff. And on that day, I was just walking back and forth, like looking out, because there's a view of the whole college that's looking out. And I was like, what am I going to say to this crowd? I knew I wanted to talk about this at least once. I might do it one day again when I'm better at it and I could do a better joke about the whole thing. No, but like in a joke way, like a stand-up. But I remember I had it all in my head. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go do it. And then I went and I did. I remember the first joke I did that I never did again. And then I talked about the whole thing. Like, oh, you know what else happened? It was my first job interview that day too.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't get it because the schedule didn't go with it.
Yeah.
And I was like, So that happened. So it's like I talked about that.
Stressful day.
To me, it was all funny. Like the whole psych ward. I just got out of a psych ward. Then I went to get a job interview. I had to say no because my school's too much.
And then you go to your little sister's performance.
No, that was after. That was like when I was like kind of relaxed. Like it happened and I'm okay now.
Yeah.
And that's why in Pizza Factory I was like, why isn't everyone celebrating with me? I just survived myself.
Oh yeah, you like they're like, why are they celebrating me? They're supposed to be celebrating you.
I survived my own mind going through something, and it was just, and doing the comedy thing like that. I remember one thing I did was I did this joke about the gym and how I go to the gym but there's no point because I'm still fat. I stopped doing that because I'm not that fat, but I actually lifted up my shirt. Yeah. And then this guy on the other side, he was like, show it all. And then I lifted my whole shirt up in front of him. And then people were laughing. And then I remember as I got off the stage, I remember how uncomfortable I was. I had the microphone. It was weird. And I was talking into it like I was giving a speech, but I was kind of humped over. And I got some laughs, like genuine ones. It went pretty good for the first time. And then I walked out. And then I remember the guy that was hosting it, he was like, I said it was the first time I did it because that was one of my jokes. And he was like, dude, was awesome for you doing it for the first time. You having the guts to do that. And then I remember as I walked out, some girl gave me a fist bump. I felt like the king of the world. Some college girl gave you a fist bump.
Beast.
I was like, yeah, man.
That's like the best honor.
And then I remember I looked at the time on my watch and I ran across campus to my car so I could make it to your thing. And I was just like, I remember I got in my car and I listened to Royals by Lorde.
Oh, that's the first time that you actually got really obsessed with that song.
Yeah, and I just cried on my way there, and I was like, I did it, and then I wrote about it in the paper too, and that was just, that was just perfect feeding ground for a college essay. So.
Oh wow, you're welcome.
Yeah, I have a story to tell. I can win American Idol.
Oh my gosh, American Idol. Close enough. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay. Well, that's mine's not that interesting.
What was your best?
Okay, well, by the way, CB Hall is like best show ever.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that earlier. I love that show. I watched it with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Best moment. I would say the best moment was when I realized that the passion that I had for like
That's
scores.
Great. Yeah. That happened to me 2 years ago, 2013, but yeah.
Yeah, like the I think I do remember the day. I have it somewhere. I don't have it. I didn't write it down, but like the same day I wrote down like this amazing quote. This one took me a while to show you. I think I was gonna use this one for Utopia. I have it here, but I didn't write it. I had to rewrite it. But talk about something.
Okay. Well, I mean, I remember it took a couple months for me to start doing stand-up. It was like my whole midlife crisis. I like to say I have a midlife crisis even though I'm only 17. Being 17 right now, I'm like 80 years old because I already went through being 50 and being all emotionally unstable. But I remember November was when I was like, I'm changing everything. I don't want to be in sciences anymore. And then I went into my birthday where I really freaked out. I don't know, for some reason, because I'm getting older kind of thing. One of the biggest things that bothered me, it was so dumb. This proves that I was a teenager, that I didn't kiss a girl my whole being 16. And I remember as a kid being 16 was going to be like my year, and like nothing happened. So I was like, okay. And that was also the year that I realized everything failed for the new school. But then everything came together fine because I realized there's more than that. It's not just school and high school. There's more life in front of you, college. So yeah.
Okay.
Now I have this philosophy of who cares, but I do care. It's just a philosophy.
Okay. Ooh. Somebody write that down. Like literally. Okay, go back a little bit and write that down. Seriously, write that down, comment it, DM it somewhere, give it back to him. He needs to use it in one of his essays.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so do you remember this? I had to rewrite it because I messed it up a while ago. So I was going through this like really like weird, difficult teenage time. Like I didn't
have a joke about this.
I know. Oh, but you have a joke about everything.
Well, depression now.
Yeah.
I'm the depressed kid.
But I there's just like this time, and I was like freaking out about everything. I think it was summer in August. We were about to go back to school, and I was freaking out about 8th grade, of course, because I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to 8th grade, and then I'm going to go to high school, and then I'm going to go to college, and then get a job, and blah blah. So that's my thing. And then so I had like this awakening this one night. I think it was the week before we were going back to school. I think it was on a Thursdays. So right before having my whole passion thing, I think it was probably like midnight, I wrote this quote. It was better when I first wrote it, but I had to rewrite it, as I said.
I don't want it to be too much. Hold on. Yeah, go.
Yeah, all of it? Okay.
If you want to. Or what you were going to do.
No, it's the same thing.
Okay.
But I was like making sure. Okay, so this is like, because I witnessed things, and I like kind of paid attention to these little things like that I watched on the news, or the things that I watched when I went outside.
Yeah, we're exposed to this stuff. I mean, it shouldn't be a surprise if your kid ever comes up to you and says, hey, I know about depression.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. You can't hide people from it.
Yeah. And I'm like, and I'm going through this, and then and then I write this in my notes on my iPhone. There are so many people in this world that are ungrateful for what they have and kill themselves for over nothing. Some people have serious problems and they just crack. It's hard either way, and you think what happens at the moment right before they take the pills or jump or dig the knife into their veins. What is their last thought? Do they think about their family, their friends, or their future? This was at the time where I kind of like realized some more things about your thing, and then I had just watched like Cyberbully, which is a show starring Emily.
Yeah,
or not
Emily
a show,
Osment.
a movie starring Emily Osment.
Straight, like, to clarify.
Okay, to clarify,
this isn't you. This is you
not me.
analyzing things.
Yeah, this is my analysis of what was going on around.
This is you being a student of the world, which is acceptable. You know?
And of course I wrote this one. This one I showed you for Utopia. Yeah.
I remember this one.
Yeah, and then I'll read that one. Okay, and then like a little bit later. Okay, let me talk about that day first. So I wrote that, and then so I was like trying to go to sleep, and I was just looking up at my roof, and then I turn, and I go out, and I like see the tree like right outside, our neighbor's tree, and I see it like moving, and then this is like really weird. And I see a bird like come in. And like right when the bird like came in, the tree moved this way, and then the bird like flew into the tree. And then I look at the moon, and the moon's like shining on the tree. And then I look at the city, and the city is just beautiful.
It's Harry Potter.
Yeah. What?
Well, there's a scene in Harry Potter where the bird runs into the tree, but the bird dies.
Oh yeah, but the bird lived, and then like that's kind of like where I kind of saw the beauty of a lot of things. And then like and then I see the stars, and I had just started like music, and so the stars are like in a formation, like it's on a staff or like a music bar line thing, and that's kind of like where I found like wow I can. And then I was like thinking of music in my head, and then I just connected it with the tree movement, and then like the stars twinkle and how the city lights were moving, and this is what goes on in my head like every day, every time I go outside. Or even inside when I'm listening to music, where it's just like every beat the tree was moving, and like the twinkle was like music, the music's, and then the city lights were just like the background, and it was so beautiful in my head. And that day it was like the point where I'm like, I need to write about this. I need to write this. I need to make music like this, and that was the best moment of 2014. I've had better moments in my life, of course, but that day, or that night, was amazing. It wasn't like an experience that I wish I could have again, but I'm pretty sure that's the last one I would have unless I change my passion, which I probably won't, because if you know me very well, then you will know how passionate I am about this. And I even told my parents about it, and like, yeah. Well, and then like the couple weeks later, like 2 months. 1 month later, 2 months later, I wrote this quote for my movie, and this was another like observation of the world, where it's we live in a great big world of hate, negativity, and sadness, and guess what we can't do? And guess what? We can't do anything about it. We're just kids, but we can. Oh my gosh. But we can. But we can either live the rest of our ungrateful lives in the negative world, or we could be our own people and make ourselves, instead of being more dead, weight adding to this godforsaken society. The thriving darkness, the hate, death, and abandonment of people. This is pretty much saying, yo, do something. Don't be dead weight. Don't be moping around crying just because something happened to you. Like, find your passion. That's why that day was really good for me, because at that time I was moping around. I was being like dead weight. And that was the day I found my passion. And I'm like, okay, I have to start doing this. And that's when I got really into band. That's when I started practicing like 9 hours a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Like, I know we're young. I know in a way this is all really dumb. For us to say that we found what we wanted at this young age it's ridiculous.
I mean, I'm 13.
And I get it. Like, people judge me all the time. I mean, the other day when I went to an open mic, this guy was like, why do you keep talking about this depressing stuff? You're fine. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but what does that say about the world that I'm thinking about this? It's not someone handed to me this on a silver platter. I'm influenced by this. That's why this is the thing. This is what 21st century is going to be about. Mental illness, because now we know that that's a thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's, and also along with that, the whole passion thing and stuff. When it's a passion, we find it. It comes on its own. It's something.
I wish you could have been. It's amazing, like, what happened that night.
Yeah, and
it was really hard for me to explain that.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That's why.
Because that means people don't understand.
Because
Because you're the only one that won't understand why you like it so much.
Yeah.
But that's why we all know that if you've been, and we were also, in a way, we've both grown up
faster
mentally
than most.
really quickly. I mean, look at the
Yeah.
movies we like. Just that one, how much we understand that human
It's like
vices
that
and stuff.
Utopia, where it's like, good thing you know about this now, or else you'd be like every 30-year-old moping around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some kids are smarter than you may think. You know?
The kids who are exposed.
Yeah, there are kids and they know more. Like, it sounds like really conceited, but I have been smart. I was set up to know what's gonna happen and how to handle things, and you too. And we were kind of forced to grow up because sometimes, and even other kids, sometimes parents have their own things to deal with.
Yeah, and like,
where we have to take care of
Yeah.
ourselves and learn and figure out how to survive.
I mean, like, there is a certain point where this was less than a year. It wasn't like a long time where you pretty much like raised me.
Mm-hmm.
There's
been times like that.
This is why, like, I got really close, and also this is my theory of why I became a tomboy, quote unquote, where it's like, because at the time I was growing my sense of style, and I was around my brother so much because like my parents were doing their own thing, but they were there, of course. Like,
yeah, not to say our parents were always there.
Our parents are amazing.
Yeah, they're great parents. They're supportive.
Fantastic parents.
That's why even in a way it's tough to complain about things. Like for
Yeah.
me, going through depression is a weird thing, but I get it. It's a tough thing to talk about in terms of getting you to understand why it's happening. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. But my parents were always there. They're always financially supportive. They give us food. They're great parents.
Yeah.
They do the best that they can.
Yeah.
And the best that they can is gonna put me and my sister through college and get us a good future, and it's gonna be great. They did their job. It's just us figuring ourselves out,
Yeah,
which they can't do for us.
Like, we're young. We're trying, like, at that time I was figuring out my style and my fashion, so I kind of turned to my brother and I saw like what he was wearing. At the time I was like unknowledgeable about the whole boy girl difference of wearing stuff. So I just wore like long shorts to the knees and like a t-shirt, because that was your fashion pretty much, but you wear jeans, but I sweat a lot, so I can't do that.
I sweat a lot too.
Yeah.
But I wear black to hide it.
That's true. Yeah, that's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
So that's where I took into consideration, and like used to distract me from everything, which really helped me when I was a kid.
And we learn. I mean, we built off each other.
Yeah.
I learned from her now with film scoring and stuff. Like I pay attention to that and music.
And
She's the
social
music girl.
skills.
Social skills, yeah, that too, and everything. But you know, we're learning from each other.
Yeah. I learned everything else from him. Yeah. And then, of course, I learned mother stuff from mother and father stuff from father.
You know, we get the things that we need from the people around us. So.
Yeah.
And we're good.
We use our resources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good. We're fine. I'm fine. She's fine. We're all growing up. This
We're-
is part
we're
of growing
growing.
up. This is the thoughts
We're
we have
growing,
as we grow
yeah.
up. And we're going to keep having them maybe more sophisticated. Maybe we'll understand them more as we grow up with more experience in
Because
life.
we have no idea what we're
Yeah,
talking
we're
about
just,
right now.
this is pretty much basic knowledge. We're going to build from this.
You think
and we're
this
gonna be
is
influenced by everything.
difficult? This is nothing
Yeah.
compared to like what we actually think it is, because I know that you think your thing is like a completely higher basis, it's a completely higher thing, and you still don't know. And the way you're talking about it is the way a 40-year-old would talk about it.
Yeah.
The way I'm talking about my thing is the way a 20-something-year-old says how I found like my passion of writing, my passion of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just,
We did it at a younger age.
We have the type of brains that for some reason we're able to step outside of our experience, and we're able
Yeah.
to look at ourselves and see why we're doing the things we're doing.
We're able to reflect on what we're doing at the time that we're doing
School's
it.
doing what they taught us to do. They said reflect on things, so I'm
Yeah.
reflecting.
Yeah.
So.
We're doing what we were taught to.
Mhm.
We're using we use our resources more than other people.
Yeah, and now we're communicating it to you, so you know.
This
If you relate,
yeah.
awesome. If you don't,
If you
might be a
understood
healthier
word,
person.
Okay. Yeah, you would be definitely a healthier person.
You're a normaler person.
You wouldn't be here
And we can't
talking
be
at
friends.
1 a.m. Talking to a microphone and a
Yeah.
computer screen.
This is strange.
Yeah, and bananas.
Yeah.
But like, okay, I don't know that many people who have gone through the same thing, as in like finding your passion at an early age. And honestly, if I don't do what I want to do right now in the future, if let's say if we stop YouTube in the future, or YouTube doesn't exist anymore, and I'm like 30 and I'm not doing what I've said I was going to do, I'm going to be very mad at myself, like for the rest of my life.
Well,
Like, not the rest of my life, but I'm going to have like that guilt thing. Like, I loved doing this at the time, but I never pursued it.
I think everything happens. I think not for a reason, but I think in a way it'll all. I feel like you saying that now is to the extreme.
Yeah.
As in, when you're 30 and you're not doing what you want to be doing right now, maybe one thing it changed. There's
Yeah.
always room for that.
Yeah, there's always that. Like, I would say right now I have this passion, and it might stay, but I'm like really young right now, so it might change. Like, I still have high school to go through.
My plan changed. Yeah.
Yeah, your plan changed a lot. I still have like college.
There's a lot of it growing up to do, and when to say that, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think no matter what you're doing when you're 30, you're set for success. No matter what I think you're gonna enjoy what you're doing, because you won't settle for anything less.
That. Yeah, because we're the kind of people who will do what we want to do.
Yeah, you won't settle for anything less.
We're gonna pay as much. We're gonna do as much work. We're gonna be as stressed out as we possibly can.
Even if it's not what we say right now, we're gonna get to enjoying our lives when we get to that point.
Yeah, like look at it. These people that are in like a whole bunch of, like they're in school and then they're in a whole bunch of after school programs. They're super stressed because like they don't have this one thing. I'm only in school and I'm in band, and I'm super stressed because I'm like, I want to do this and I love this and I want to be good at it, and I work super hard at it, and I practice like 2 hours a day just to do it, and then like I break my jaw pretty much, and like I have like little slits in my lips from the whole biting thing because I play the saxophone, and it's what this is my passion right now, and this is what I'm doing, so it's what I want to pursue.
And I feel the same way with comedy, like me freaking out before an open mic in front of other comedians who don't care what I say, me driving 30 miles there, 30 miles back, 60 miles total for 2 shows in Hollywood is ridiculous, but whatever.
Yeah,
it's
what we want to do right now.
Yeah.
That's how you know we're gonna do what.
And we're taking advantage of this. Some people don't figure this out till they're in their 20s, and they don't have like their parents' financial support.
Yeah, and right now we do it.
It's a nice time to figure it out. It's a good time to make mistakes. It's a good time to say I'm passionate about this, because if it changes, at least it changed at this time.
Yeah.
That's why I'm happy. Like, I switched my major before I even got into college.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, I won't be wasting money on this.
Yeah.
I'll get in there.
Like,
I know what I want to do, and I'm good.
It would be really bad if I change. If like I actually do pursue music for the rest of whatever, and then like in the middle, I would just be like, oh, I can't do this anymore. That would be pretty bad. And I probably wouldn't make myself go like put my parents through that and make myself go through that, because I would have to pay for myself as well. But it's all
gonna come together.
It's right now it's very confusing because we're teenagers.
But I know one thing for sure: we're set. We're getting to where we're going, and we're gonna be happy when we get there.
Yeah, we're
Because
doing
it's
what we
one
want to
life.
do right now.
Yeah.
Well, that was very deep.
Yes.
That was a very good podcast. Share. Seriously, this one, I actually want you to share this one, because this one was like it kind of like took a dive into what we, like our lives pretty much. So if you didn't know us, or if you're new, if we actually get people to watch this, just thanks for watching. Or, I mean, not watching, but like listening. I can't believe you actually listened to 2.5 hours of us.
If you did, kill yourself. Just kidding.
Oh my gosh, you just contradicted what we just said.
You have 2 hours to listen to this. What's the point of living anymore?
Well, actually, some people watch it like listen for like half an hour, and then like okay, I'm gonna take a break and go
JK
spend time. JK.
JK Simmons.
Well, thank you for listening to us talking about TV shows, talking about actors, talking about the great Robin Williams, talking about the deaths of 2014, or some of the deaths of 2014, of course. and then listening to our top 10 movies, why we love them, our Golden Globe predictions, and then of course like our personal stuff. So after 2 hours and 40 minutes almost of talking to you people, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram.
At Franco Villain, Chrisville, at Pinky whatever.
Pinkyville, most likely, I think.
And look out for the video after I show her.
Oh yeah, look out for his video that he
called
directed,
Mindful.
and I did the music. I mean, not the music. I did the camera stuff for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look out for that, and look out for another podcast next week. Hopefully not as deep, because we can't do this every time.
No.
No,
Yeah,
we can't
this is
talk for
extreme.
2 hours and 40
Which
minutes.
is very intimate because it's late.
Yeah, it's
you know.
very late, and like nobody's exactly home. It's just
Yeah.
a cat and us. But
It's a weird environment.
so thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Well, hope you liked it.
Uh-huh.